gonna tell me? You know, they have commercials at first anyway.
I don't think so.
Well,
live.
You have to wait like 5 seconds before they can skip them.
Not everybody.
Everybody does.
I think some people don't have to.
I don't, unless you pay for it.
Oh, that's true. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday. We're back. I've got parts for a flat rail truck, but Chief is on the bench, so everything has been delayed. He's just chilling out. So we've done the same. I was like, I could put all the parts up there, but he's so comfortable. I just
comfy.
I'm like that. I'm fine with a slow start to this Friday.
I'm not. Let's get this shit.
You ready to go? You're ready to build, huh? Let's build.
Yeah.
Tonight, I have got a box of parts. A couple of boxes of parts, really.
Oh my god, hey.
Oh my god. We've got a set of SCX3 Straight axles. We've got a Gspeed V3 chassis, which I've already kind of played with a little bit. It's got the lay down front servo mount and a panhard mount, aluminium. Hobbywing Fusion that's going in it. It is using a TGH2 low that Rob, this is all for a friend of mine, Rob. So this is his truck. Let's see, what else does it have? A bunch of the other standard stuff. We're using some Traxxas big bores, waiting on some mini T-springs and all that. What do we have here? A Reef's Raw 500 servo. I really didn't remember what Rob got, but
Unibody Willers here. Thank you. You gave us a thing to do on Saturday night.
Last Saturday, yeah.
Because we were bored. Josh was like, do you want to play Trivial Pursuit? And I was like, no.
Act like that's not...
No, normally I do, but I just was not in for it. And so I was like, I think we need to go get more of this beer. And the Unibody Willer gave me, thank you, by the way, the sour beer. So we had to go. We went to a liquor store that I found that carried it. And it's a super cool liquor store. They have all kinds of great beer. I mean, they only sell it in 4-packs. So
wow.
It's gone already.
Sookie, Chief, everybody.
Chiefo time. Oh, Chiefy. Thank you.
That's not appropriate.
Thank you.
This is a special. Don't chew on the bat, lipo.
Oh.
No. Wow, this is going to be a night.
It started as soon as you got home.
Out of her butt.
As soon as you got home, they started screaming, and then it has just been nonstop.
Yeah.
And they have not stopped screaming.
Yeah, they've been...
And you decided to come home early.
I did come home early. I surprised you. So.
Oh no, Dad's RC workbench. I hope that you're okay.
What's up?
Hi, Alex. We missed you last week.
Yeah. We also have some titanium links from Hardcore RC, which I believe should be specifically for what we've got here.
I think you have the mouse.
Oh, do you need the mouse? Here's the mouse.
Thanks. What are you doing, Chibi?
So, just gonna lay down. That's cool. What's up, bud? You good? You good? Something you want to play with? You like some carbon fiber? Does carbon fiber taste good? We've got, like I said, SCX3 Straight axle kit. So, nice packaging.
Is this Rob? This is Rob's clipping?
Yes, this is Rob's clippinger truck.
Are you going to the ASD crawl?
I am.
When is that, this weekend?
Next weekend.
Oh, I won't be here.
You will not be here.
I won't be here next week. I won't be here the week after that. I'm peacing out of California.
Yeah. Yes, but...
Oh, Ben, thank you for the shirt.
Oh, yeah. We got some shirts from Ben today in the mail. And I came home and I gave them to Nicole.
And I said,
then
"Whoa, women's shirt for once." Thank
I
you.
was gonna put mine on, and she's like, "We can't have matching shirts." I know.
Exacto knife. Let's not.
You can't play with that, Chief.
How's the cliffhanger interior coming along?
It is.
Hey Josh, I'm building
good.
a Gspeed with SCX3 axles as well. Are you intending on using included panhard mount?
The included panhard mount.
Twinsies.
The included. I'm planning on buying using the panhard mount that Rob bought with the Gspeed setup.
Carbon fiber flat rail robo letterbox.
So we don't need the shocks that came with this kit.
You see yourself? You did. Anyone in SoCal hiring for plumbing? Paul's 1816 wants to know. Your favorite horologist checking in. I told myself if I make it home without anything bad happening, it will be a good day. Well, let me tell you, my brand new car gets a rock chip in the window. It is Friday the 13th.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with these cats.
Yeah. Hi from Australia. Always enjoy Saturday chilling and watching the build. John Schultz. Rob Montana gave us $20. Thank you. Next 6-pack of Coronas on me. Thanks, guys. Dog money is running again. So
Doge. Oh, but he says dog.
We had that whole conversation.
That's right.
I was like, I started to ask, and then he started explaining it, and I was like, whoa, I don't know why I asked. Sorry.
Never mind. I take it back.
So
we
thank you. What shocks?
Traxxas big bores with mini T springs and the mini T spring cups.
So evidently every RC Vanquish lover is a large in shirts. Yep, go see her. Go see her. What's she doing?
All right. So the hardcore RC links evidently come color coded with a little cheat sheet here of where to put what. So that'll make that easier. I'm going to work on...
2-week vacation got home today because it's Friday the 13th. That's a good day to come home from vacation. Even though we're like the Griswold, so...
Yeah, we've had some...
vacation, that's Friday the 13th for us.
We've had some interesting mainly return trips on vacations.
Which is good.
Is it?
Yeah, because...
It's just
going back to you want to go back to work.
I mean, I always want to go back to work. I'm always ready to go back to work.
Got the Alpine.
Alpine?
It says Alpine.
I know.
Anybody know of any good crawling spots around Hayward?
Hayward.
I don't know where that is.
That's where Jake and I went flying.
Oh, San Francisco.
Yes.
So Tahoe.
Bay Area.
Donner.
What? No.
I'm just saying that would be what I would say.
Those are long ones.
Josh, I need new shocks on my XR10. What's the best one you would recommend?
Traxxas big bores are they're just always a good one to go to with that. It's what we used to use on our XR10s back then. Low C crawler shocks were always a good one. I mean, back then. I don't even know I don't think you can still get those.
Josh, your streams are famous at Mark Twain Hobby. You came up there today, and my timeouts did also. Said Nick today.
Mark Twain, I always loved that hobby shop.
Yeah.
That was, we lived in Missouri for 10 years or 11 years. I mean, you lived in the area forever, but so whenever we would travel, whenever you'd go east, we'd always go through St. Louis and always had to stop at Mark Twain. It's honestly the only hobby shop I've ever been to in St. Louis.
Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, Milo rented a yacht for my family for a day. Expensive, but wow, that was awesome. Yeah.
That's
that's freaking awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Mount Diablo, says Bill Darris. Thank you.
Yes, good call, Mount Diablo.
Do you know which program card is needed for the Hobby Wing? Just stock ESC.
I honestly don't. I only have one type of program card for Hobby Wing, and I think that it's the one that works for all of them, or for them, but I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Somebody said
I've used the Bluetooth app a number of
Honda
times.
Ridgeline is a truck, then their bedroom is also a truck because it has a bed. No, John Schultz, I am not. I will be in Wyoming next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going up to Casper to have some fun.
You're gonna go prairie dogging.
I mean,
Prairie dog hunting.
I'm going not with that. I'm not going with that friend. I'm going with my friend who owns a yoga studio. So, and her husband is a conservation officer. So I don't think that we're gonna shoot things, which is fine with me. I'm not a big shooter of things,
Unless it's
a varmint
except for varmint.
or fowl. Otherwise, I don't like to shoot things.
Right.
Turkeys don't have souls, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck turkeys. But I had a great start to my evening because I got to talk to my Emmett
Yes.
for like 2 seconds. But then I got to talk to my sister-in-law, which was fantastic as well.
Yes.
But
I walked in and Nicole was on a FaceTime or a portal call. Portal?
Yeah, and I put a picture of him up. That's our baby.
Holding an almond.
Gunner says, oh, South Africa. Thank you for the $5. How did I not know beef tubes had a beef jerky section?
Yeah,
They do.
It's not beef jerky. It's everything beef tubes is beef named. God, my nose itchy. So it's like recovery gear, like a winch line.
Gunner, thank you for. I got all kinds of gifts coming back, and they were gifts that I actually wanted.
Right?
They were like.
You got
I got like 10 bags of Gunner's jerky.
But it was the original, the ones you would actually eat.
Yeah, and
2, 4, 6, 8.
And I also got a beer from the
12, 14,
Unibody. Quack RC gave me $5.
18,
Hey, got my 110.
19.
Cool. I'm using the Fab Master RC Works Knuckle Duster flat rails. Check them out. They are awesome. Shock towers are Nux. He's Canadian.
Oh.
How's that baby? You guys going to the Chiefs game in Santa Clara tomorrow? No, but I'm going to watch it.
No. I wouldn't go if it was in my backyard.
You are such a piece of shit.
I have no interest in going to a sporting.
Gunner said you're welcome for my meat.
No interest in going to sporting events. They're just, I don't mind watching them. Kind of mind. But
thank you, SFLRT24. I'm so sorry. He has to go to a funeral tomorrow. Longtime family friend and his girlfriend were killed by a 17-year-old DUI. Don't drink or do drugs and drive, my friends. Agreed. Thank you for putting that out there because it's true. Have you done much with the low-C tenacity? I acquired a couple and repent for running my slash for so long.
The only like, what would you call it? Experience I have is the laser nut, which I believe is on the same.
Never mind. Wrong company.
No, yeah, Losi.
I thought he was.
But good work knowing.
Associated.
You're right. That one he's talking. Yeah. That guy's talking about a Losi.
Not even the Field of Dreams game. He doesn't even know about that.
I heard about it from somebody else.
Isn't it in Iowa?
Iowa in a cornfield. But still no. It's just like music. Music is cool to listen to while you do something else. Live music, not my thing. It's Nicole's thing, not my thing.
It is my thing, but I am excited about a preseason game.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Call her Wham Wham. She smacks and kicks, said the baby. Or said fuck about the baby. All right, my kind of girl.
Right.
Great. Thanks. You sound beautiful tonight. Hot Toddy works. I'm just out of it. Black Venom Radio Control. Thank you for the $10. Hello from New Orleans. Good to see you guys. Looking forward to SCX24 update this week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
From New Orleans. I'll
Thank
see you at the beginning of the year.
Wait, what? You're going to New Orleans?
Yeah.
When?
Probably 2022 before Mardi Gras, remember?
No.
Katie's mom wants us all to go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Because people People just ask me to go places. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, I'm going. But yeah, I'm actually super excited for SCX24 stuff. As much as I haven't worked on those vehicles in the past, I've been spending a lot. I spent.
Oh, you talked so much shit about it before, but then you start doing it and you like it.
I
See,
like
that's why
working
I
on.
tell you not to talk shit
I like
on
working
things.
on the project a lot. It's because.
That's why I tell you not to talk shit on things just because you haven't done it before.
That's not true. I'm saying that I don't always like driving the small scale stuff. That's not necessarily different. But working on it has been fun.
So you should shut your face until you actually do it. You don't get a freaking... Adam, I'm coming up there October, I think.
Adam's in Iowa, or he's in
South Dakota.
South Dakota, that's right.
So I was thinking about going early back home and going up to see Cindy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or November for sure.
Yeah, but the next 2 weeks of SCX24 stuff I'm super excited for, actually.
See, this is why...
Super excited to show what I've been working on.
This is why you don't talk shit about things you don't know.
I do know.
You obviously...
Nothing is different. I like my project. We're fixing things.
Anybody in the Northwest headed up to WARCRC Warrior Weekend tomorrow?
Washington Area Radio Control Rock Crawlers. They're one of the oldest RC rock crawling clubs in the U.S. They've been around forever. Like OG,
Cool, like
early day rock
30
crawlers.
years.
Not that long. But like War RC was like one of the...
It's WARCRC.
I don't know.
Are you going up there?
I have crawled in the area at events that they hosted, but I'm not.
We're in the Northwest, aren't we?
No. Washington, Oregon. We're just in the West.
Nicole, we need you to tell some of the local guys here in Indiana the same thing about talking shit about things they haven't tried. Yeah. I mean, come on.
I've tried I know what...
Obviously, I feel like you've never worked on it.
I'm excited for the project. And I had...
What's the best MOA axle for XR10?
MOA axle for XR... Sorry, MOA... An XR10 is an MOA, so I guess I don't 100%... I mean, right now, XR10 parts are really, really hard to get. So if you're looking for a replacement MOA, then... doing like custom Berg axles or like deluxe ultralights, those are kind of the ways that people go now. But you're really into, like, at this point, because of the lack of popularity in that area, you either have really expensive options, or you can do like RC 4-wheel drive Bully 2, which will do okay. So
Brian Sherwood in his 1932 yacht won first place last week in the Antique Boat Show in Thousand Islands.
Doesn't surprise me.
Amazing.
It doesn't surprise me.
Do you have pictures of it?
No, I bet he had never taken a picture of his boat before. I do not have photos. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant him. I just know Brian has nice things. So
I want to know what his boat... I just think that's cool.
Congratulations. I want to see what kind of hat he wears while piloting a 1932.
I mean, a captain's hat.
I know.
Obby. Like, what else would you wear? Are you an
But does it
asshole?
look like
Yeah.
There's got to be period correct hats.
For sure.
I want to see it.
Look up a 1932 captain's hat. Like, there you go.
I have to...
Why are you questioning this? Like,
I have
like, obviously he wears a 1932 captain's hat.
I have to imagine that there's style choices still. There can't just be one cap. There's all of them couldn't have agreed.
1832. Like, we were in between wars. Come on. They had one style of captain hat. Give me a break.
I'm just saying.
Like, come on. Come on.
I refuse to believe it. I feel like there's charts.
What's MOA anyway?
Motor on axle.
I don't care.
Like when we used to comp.
My phone just beeped. I don't have my watch on, so I don't know who just texted me.
Probably not important.
Hey, drama Sidle RC here. And I got the Gspeed rails and have no clue where to start. Help!
Well, that's what we're working on. I'm assembling links right now. These are a hardcore RC link kit that goes with, or that is made for it, as long as it's the right one. You had to just select this and this and this. I hope that.
What?
Like,
Are you done?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
My.
Dale, see, there he is. I wondered where he was last week. Gave us $10. Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
He talked
sir.
so much crap. Thank you. You're late. On the SCX24 and refused his chat on a build. Look at him now. $5 slap is okay. Josh, fly up here. You got a place to stay and a vehicle to drive if you do. We are trying to squeeze it in.
I know.
And we have got to get up there. Our chef friend Rollins is here.
We've got so many like little things that we have to go do.
But that is one of them. Going to Olympia is one of them.
Light green front up.
And we might end up having to fly into Seattle because we don't have time to drive. Because we've got so much other shit. Everybody decided to get married.
Yeah. Well, everything that was delayed until is now on. It's just.
Hey Josh, what's the difference between 10.3 straight axles and 10.2 axles?
The main difference is that the front has an offset pumpkin. So this portion is not in the center like a regular one. And then there's some geometry changes with the panhard. Even the knuckles are different. So there's a number of little differences with geometry. Upper link position is in a different spot because of it. All to clear the SCX3 transmission setup. So there's a number of differences, although there's a number of similarities.
Oh, it's online.
What's online?
Brian's boat. Actually, he did all 3 classes and won all of them. But he wears a baseball hat and Nikes with a 30s boat shirt. We're going to have to find him a 1932 captain's hat. Yeah. Hey, from New Zealand. Hello. How long ago did you start ordering your flat rub parts? I can't find shit to start one.
So I didn't. This is not for me. This is for a friend, Rob. But he only ordered these a couple weeks ago. He ordered it right from Gspeed. And he got the 2-low transmission from them at the same time. It was just like, but he had talked to him at Axial Fest and kind of got a scoop on when he was going to need to order, and just kind of did it all at once. So, but I would say that this all came to be in the last like 2 or 3 weeks.
So Sack the Ripper has a question, and we're number 2 on that one. Would you rather be extremely successful professionally and have a tolerable yet unexciting private life, or have an extremely happy private life and only a tolerable, uninspiring professional life?
Oh God, that's
number 2. I mean, we have an extremely happy private life, and you're pretty much only tolerable. So, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that's just
private life is. I just have such a hard time thinking how.
I mean, you're not really that inspiring, are you? You're pretty uninspiring, talking shit about things and then you go do it, like.
But no, what I'm saying is like having an a job that sucks the life out of you. Makes it really hard. Obviously. Makes it really hard to have a.
We had a happy private life when you had a shitty job.
Yeah, I know, but it was less. I was less happy. Like, because you come home and you'd still be like, this. You came home
and took a nap and you were fine.
But yeah, that's.
Like, let's be real.
That's because I went into the basement and played with my toys.
Like, come on now.
Like,
come on.
Still.
Josh is an inspirational black hole. There you go. Does Josh feel like a celebrity person? No. What?
No.
1,000 square foot house. Like, there's nothing celebrity about that.
Like, trust me, no.
No.
I got recognized at an antique fair once
By the donut guy.
by the donut guy.
I still didn't get free donuts.
I know, I still have to pay for the donut.
Yeah, so no. No, celebrities just like y'all. Let me tell you. Josh will make it big in 5 years.
Okay. I've been saying that for 5 years, for every 5 years for the last 10.
My wife wants him to stop inspiring me to buy more toy trucks. Yeah. What antiques were you looking for? We just like
antique fairs.
We just like antique fair.
Or antique stores.
Yeah, at that antique fair we found out here. It was in California. It was in Sacramento, and we found a jug,
like a whiskey jug.
A whiskey jug from the town that we got married in
Missouri,
in Weston, Missouri. So that was cool. And I mean, the guy,
he's like, you do videos on the internet? Yeah. He's like, cool. That'll be $4.50. That was about it.
He's like, I like you. I mean, that was all you needed. Troy Sawyers gave us $5. Thank you, sir, for being fashionably late. That's okay. You don't have to pay us for that, but thank you. Nicole, make sure Josh doesn't get into vintage RC cars. You know what we never talked about was that one that guy sent you that you made, and I know it's there. It is. That one.
The 3-wheeler from FAO.
So cool.
From FAO Schwartz.
Who sent that to you? You don't remember?
Oh, I cannot remember. I do suck at that. Okay. Let's see. Red Panhard
says, I love my job, but it sucks the life out of me. I found Josh's channel while binging YouTube. I found hobby and release. Wife is thankful for that, but hates him for the wallet decision.
Yeah.
I clean my RC trucks in tax season.
Me too. That's why I do this.
Josh will have an antique statue in 5. No.
Antique statue.
I'll get canceled or get taken down. Springfield, Massachusetts takes 3 days to go through all the fields, thousands of vendors and miles of fields.
My problem is I can't walk that far.
You can't.
I've got a few good hours of standing in me before I'm limping like a fool.
Here, stop. No, we talked about this. Does Josh's Master Lift of RC releases also include discontinued dates?
Wait, what now? Does my list continue?
You have a list?
Ooh, no, it doesn't, Doug. That would be much harder for me because a lot of that stuff I've gone back and researched after the fact. So finding a discontinued date would be really hard. So unfortunately, no.
You have a master list? Oh, they rent scooters.
They rent scooters?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool.
What are you doing?
I'm just going to show you something.
You don't, Josh.
See, look at this right here. History of RC crawling. And then it says all of the days. See, these are like 2004, when I got my first car, the first release of this. Axial was founded. Nyland, Bender.
I can't.
And a list. This is every release date of every massive car or major product in RC crawling history. Going back to 2006? 5. Oh, and some 4.
What the fuck is wrong with you? And I can't get you to fucking mow the grass, but you can do that?
That's been years. I've had that document going for years. You know how often that document comes in handy?
Literally never.
There's so many times it's like someone's just like, oh, well, when did that? I'm like, well, I can tell you. June 2nd, 2016. Just saying. You're welcome. Remember, I had a list at one time of every cell phone I ever had. Sometimes having a reference document is super handy. I'm glad I could share with you some of my deepest secrets.
You. You're an idiot.
It's so good. See, look at Alex there. I keep a document of every Game Boy I own. That's
Doug Willem gave us $2. Thank you, and just said thanks for making you less of a nerd. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't even know where you would find documents from that long ago. Like, how do you...
a lot of them. I went back and found press releases or posts on RC Crawler.
Stop. 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 Unsubscribing.
This is useful information.
Dale C gave us $5. Thank you. Hey Josh, I want to know another great way to remember something. Hey Siri, set a reminder every Tuesday to mow the damn lawn.
I'm busy on Tuesdays a lot of time. Hi Suckums.
I know, I did. I signed up for this.
I suck.
Some things I didn't realize.
Some things I haven't told her. Like, she didn't know I had a document of RC crawling history. It's literally called History of RC Crawling. See, even she learned something every day.
It also, I mean, in his defense, Nicole, this is an RC channel. It also shows that he's a serial killer. Thank you. Boing RC garages. I don't have anything in my life that organized. I guess that's probably what freaks me out more than anything. Like, I was looking... Suki. I was looking at something the other day, and I'm like, I have been asking him to do this for so long, and he has not done it. But all that shit in that office, like, I want to murder him. Lone Star RC Guy gave us $10. Thank you. This donation is because I enjoyed seeing your wife give you the look I often get from mine.
But why do you get the look? What did you do?
Josh is that one person at every meeting that wants to hear the minutes from the last. Yeah. When you're like, hey, does anybody have any more questions? If not, you can go home. Josh is like, I do. Right here.
No, I am absolutely not that person. And I didn't really take meeting notes like that. I'm pretty good at remembering that stuff. But it's, history of exact dates. That's tough.
Incision gave us $2. Thank you. More Josh's RC history newsletter, please. I mean, any tips how to get burned motor smell out of an RC boat? Smell is not pleasant. Paint?
I remember, I've had some burnt RC cars like that Nicole wouldn't let in the house for months at a time. Well, I mean, it was like an actual burnt RC.
So Josh is the staff meeting. There should have been an email. Yeah.
No. That was the reason why I left engineering, was because my days were just, we would have meetings.
You love it. He'd be like, I'm president of Toastmasters this week.
I did like Toastmasters.
Was there an RC country swap meet update from Moose Jaw last week?
There was not. Moose Jaw. Please report. Please help. I need another swap meet. I did not sell enough at the other one.
Yeah, you guys need to go to like Roseville and have a swap meet.
That's really loud.
When Palidorus gave us $5, oh my god, hey, magic smoke stinks.
It does. Really bad.
Did you ever have a meeting about how round a roundabout should be?
Roundabout design was a topic, yes, of course.
Not in Toastmasters.
Not in Toast. Well,
Josh, I do project management work. I have meetings to plan more meetings.
oh, we would have pre-meetings.
What about you to sell the stuff?
I don't like to ship.
Not like you have a shipping department at your work.
Well, yeah, but it's my stuff.
Brian, thank you. Nicole deserves much more, but not Josh.
But not Josh? Question mark?
I don't get it. I deserve it. Oh, Jesse's here. Thank you. Jail gave us another $5. Thank you, Josh. You were totally that person. I do recall sending you an NTSB video and you watched it. Crap. What's that say about me? Yeah, you're feeding.
Oh, let me tell you, I watched a 30-minute video yesterday about an equation of bifurcation.
Okay, that's enough. Sack River says, would you give up half of what you now own for a pill that would permanently change you so that 1 hour of sleep each day would fully refresh?
Yes. Ooh, half of what? Yeah, absolutely. Half of what I own.
You can have half of this shit any day.
Ooh, I think I'd almost do all of it.
A pill that you pulled out of your purse, like
mystery pill. Give me heartburn or a party.
I mean, yeah, like, I would do that for half of this. I mean, this is basically half of what I.
Yeah, I'd do it for all of it, I think. I think you could make it up fast enough.
Yeah.
7 hours a day, or 6 hours, like
Boing
gaining
runs a 5-axis CNC router.
Nice. That must be for like ornate moldings and stuff like that.
Oh.
I've seen those.
Not for anything you do. Not for what you need somebody to hire. I'll find a magic pill for you that does something similar in exchange services.
That's really loud and annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder how it sounds on there. I think my noise canceling probably handles it.
What is the crawling event that was happening tomorrow?
None that I know of. Their ASD is next weekend.
Well, that's Dale. He's up. Oh, the WARCRC.
Oh, yeah.
For him.
That was Scott O'Blander, I believe, who was talking about that.
I don't think it was, but...
No, it does not. Okay.
What?
My noise canceling evidently does not.
No. Sounds like we're all right there. Moose Jaw, we almost came to your house the other day. I was like, too bad we don't know Moose Jaw's address.
Nicole she's like, let's just stop in on, like, I'm like...
Wes, that's what you do. Is there a swap meet at Proline by the Fire?
Not that I know of.
Oh. Is Rob coming to Proline by the Fire? He just asked.
I'm not aware of his calendar on that.
Oh, I hope so.
I don't know.
Taking my full-size Jeep to Badlands tomorrow. I might bring an RC with me for all the times that your shit's broke and you're waiting on someone to come tow you. I'm sorry, that's why I don't like to.
She doesn't like full-size wheeling because it's always waiting on something.
Oh, God, it takes so long. I'm sorry. I grew up in drag racing. And so, like, fast and short, straight and short, straight and fast. I can't do that up and slow, and then something breaks, and then you're there for 6 hours, and then something breaks again, and then you got to pay $5,000 to get something. No. Pissed off enough about all this shit.
Yeah, full size does not make that any.
Carl Van Wagner, hello from Independence, Kansas. Hello. Yes, Axe throwing in some beers, please. Right.
This wheelbase is too short. I thought it looked short.
Sack the Ripper is really digging deep tonight. Your house contains everything you own. Catches fire. That's hitting a little too close to home here in California. After saving your loved one and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be? Ashes.
Pet ashes? Yeah.
Pet ashes. I need my babies.
Yeah. Any of the stuff could replace it.
What's my dream car? Vehicle if money was no objective? Audi R8.
Yeah, you do like that.
I love the Audi R8. I mean, if it, like, I have, like, muscle car preferences.
I sent you one yesterday.
That was so fugly.
I am a huge fan of 1969 AMX.
No, you're a fan of AMXs in general.
Yes.
Which is disturbing.
AMC AMXs.
Which is disturbing to me. Because what did I say? It looks like...
I can't remember what you said. Something about a Prius having sex with a gremlin or something.
Said Raven Seller C, thank you. For $10 next time in Seattle area, we should get Nicole and my Nikki together and riff back and forth on how dumb their respective husbands are. By the way, it dawns on me this is the only appointment TV for me. Oh, thank you. I would like a Chevy 2 wagon.
Pro touring setup though, right?
Right.
Modern drivetrain and
Hobby.
Yeah. Turboed.
Shit, we have the wrong links.
I think so.
I'm sorry that
Rob, I'm not 100% sure.
That your father is doing that because they are ugly as shit.
What is?
An AMX.
Really? No, they're not.
I'm sorry. That is disgusting. Like, it was disgusting.
They are not. They're amazing.
No.
They're so good. I'm not putting the sides on yet because I'm going to mock this up and we're going to find out. I swear it looks like I'm closer to 12 inches than 12.3.
Ben Osborne was on Street Outlaws? No, tell us more.
That's cool.
68 big block Charger. I mean, I would take it. Hobby. Shaw, you're silly.
What he said.
64 Plymouth Fury Belvedere. Because I like driving boats on the street too. Hey, G is here. An LS swapped Volvo wagon. No. Yeah, AMX is an inbred Mopar. Thank you. Josh likes the red, white, and blue AMX as well.
Yes.
But that one, all of them they're disgusting. Like, they're hideous.
Now, the Javelin, I would agree.
I would take a Javelin over that AMX you have. Like, absolutely.
You're insane.
The Javelin I would rather have over that. Like, that was hideous. That was fugly.
Actual crazy person.
That was fugly.
It was.
Oh, I drove a Super B. I would take a Super B. I would have a Roadrunner. I mean, I would take. There's so many. I would have a problem if I had money. Like, it would be a problem. Doesn't Josh have a ruler? Could try measuring it.
I got to set up all the links. That's why I'm bolting it on. And I did. That's why I said I think I have the wrong ones because I measured. So I think this is too short. See? We're going to find out.
There you go. I'm stuck with a 69 Corvette. That's what my husband likes. And I think he's something.
Well.
A Hemi Cuda, yes. Just saying, Josh, but your stream's substantially busier when Nicole is here. Hope you're paying her. Scott Oblander, thank you for the $2. Only an AMX. Josh is right. No, it was hideous.
It was green with black stripes.
Any insight on aftermarket parts released for the 10.3 straight axles?
Nope.
I have seen a Marlin. A Marlin's fine.
A what? A Marlin?
AMC Marlin. I think.
I don't know that I know what that is.
I believe I do. Look it up.
I will.
70 Kudo a while back, 318 car, but he's swapping a 440 and a manual. Yes. Is your brother single? A big block and a manual. Okay. Small block
cars. Small block auto, even.
Oh.
They're faster.
No.
Autos are faster. You know that, right? Manuals are slower.
I hate you so hard sometimes.
Sorry, they're slower cars.
They did the biggest cash days. Our buddy Shane won. Oregon boys kicked ass. Good job, Ben Osborne. I mean, a 57 Bel Air. I'm more of a 55, but I used to like 57s when I was a child. That wasn't rude. I wasn't trying to be rude.
We had a 55 growing up.
I like it. I used to really like that.
The big fins.
Yeah, but then I kind of got more into the gassers, and then
Oh, God.
55 is my jam.
Gassers are the worst. Can't.
Sorry, not sorry.
Donks are cool. Gassers are not.
You're an idiot.
I stand by that.
Damn it. His brother just got married. Yeah, somebody was smart and snagged him. Taylor Crow has a casting call from Washington State.
What's going on? Let's just...
Yes, a 55 Chevy Nomad. Hells yes. I have a 31 Model A two-door body.
Just the body?
Yes, donks are cool. And gassers are also cool. Squints don't make me not like you. Yeah. Ah, yes, Perry G.
What? What?
I agree with Nicole. Josh is an idiot. Gasser shit. I love Henry J.
God.
Don't talk dirty to me.
Henry J.
Yes.
Such goofy little things. I mean, I've seen decent drag racers out of Henry J's, but the gassers, I will not get behind.
Oh, so sick. God, Oblander gave us $2. Thank you. Now Josh is wrong. Gassers are cool. Travis, I do like the Blasphemy build, the Blasphemy.
Yeah. It's just a little short.
Rock RC gave us $5. Thank you. When I order my Vanquish hat, I want everyone's signature except for Josh's. They would love that. You should put that in the notes. They would love that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Rob says, Nicole, can you tell Josh that I definitely ordered 12.3 wheelbase Gspeed V3 AR45 kit? Not sure how they can be short as
Right.
they only offer 12.3, 12.5, and 12.8. Any ideas?
We are gonna find. I'll look into it, but I'm closer to 12 and an 8, so it's not that far off. It might just be a length of rod end adjustment that's needed. So just the amount of threading here or there, but it's not bad enough to actually cause us an issue at this point. I think it's so we'll find out.
Did I see the Blasphemy at...
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen
You went to a roadkill event.
I did.
That I did not go to.
No.
Why did I not go?
I don't think you were home. I was home.
Oh, that's right. It was in Kansas City.
Yeah, thank
And
you,
I was not there.
Marcos. Auto's only faster if you don't know how to drive a stick properly.
Autos are just faster.
No, it's not.
They are. Like, there's a separate record for stick shifts now because they're so much slower. If you want to go fast, you go to an auto.
But you did squat a truck, so this makes sense.
Now, I did that to troll people specifically.
I have a coyote swapped for a fox body.
I like fox bodies.
I mean, only because of nostalgia, because the kid I ran around with, who was my best friends with in high school, had one. Power glide for the win.
Right, there you go. You want to go fast.
67 Camaro built 421 cubic inch small block.
Yeah.
350 Super Street Fighter trans. Modern automatics.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, but when I say manuals are faster, I'm usually talking about...
How old you are?
Obviously, I wasn't alive in the 50s or 60s, you fuckface. Or 70s.
I'm not sure when the Power Glide came out.
CRC Queen gave us $5. Thank you. Here's another 5 for Jet Engine. I have my dream car, a midnight purple R33 Skyline GTR. VSEC. Oh, lovely.
You don't remember?
Fast and the Furious shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a big fan of the GTRs,
Of course.
but I think I would still have, if I had got to pick a dream car, it would be old muscle, modern styled underneath, like modernized, because I still do prefer that.
Three pedals.
I do like manuals still. I grew up driving manual. Mm-hmm.
Josh needs to make a list for the Power Glide so he would know when it came out. NASCAR's a stick and they're not slow. F1 is not auto and they're slow. Question mark? Not really.
F1, those are.
Josh doesn't have a tricky speech spreadsheet? No, Dale, I can't.
What?
I squatted my 92 Explorer in 2006, lifted the front 5.5 inches plus 33-inch tires. Took 2 days to install a lift kit. Lifted the front day 1, had to drive home. Day 2, we finished the rear. Okay. All right.
Were you ready to stop reading?
I was.
So, this is definitely an interesting servo position for the axle position.
I remember when I switched from a manual transmission to, and I would still, such crazy. Well, and I
muscle.
For some reason,
would you stomp your left foot all the time?
Whatever the fluid is that controls the clutch fluid or whatever would like leak, and so it was so hard.
Your slave cylinder,
crazy hard to shift, and so I had like crazy muscle memory. So yeah, every time I would go to do it and be like,
when I went to my first Jeep was a stick, and then I went to an automatic car, but then when I went back to a Jeep, like just that memory came back, and every time I would get in, I would like stomp my left foot because I went to go reach for the clutch.
There's no thing in a Jeep.
Yeah, there's no dead pedal. Yeah.
Why did they block that? That's so dumb. Ever hear of a Chrysler clutch flight trans? It's an auto with no torque converter with clutch instead. 60s high tech shit.
Interesting.
No.
I bet those were efficient.
A 97 McLaren has 4 pedals? What for?
I've never heard of that.
We have been watching the DeLorean documentary. There's another one on there, by the way, about framing him.
I've watched a lot of John DeLorean docs.
Framing one is new.
About the neighbor, that snitch-ass neighbor.
Dale got one with paddle shifters. It is fun. Paddle shifters are fun.
You got what with paddle shifters?
He said he liked manuals and got paddle shifters. I mean, I've only ever had a manual or an automatic car that had paddle shifters, and then I'm still like
and it was a Honda Accord.
I mean,
but she put it in sport mode.
Only ever drove it in sport mode. I would not drive it in regular.
I never took it out of eco mode.
I mean, I would leave it in eco mode just because my hippie brain would say to leave it in eco mode, but then the rest of me was like, sport mode! Like, there was no... like, that was the two sides of my brain would fight on that one. Like, leave it in eco mode just because there's a tree on it and it's green, and then sport mode to drive! All of my 70 horsepower I was getting.
That Honda was not that bad. It was a good car. We're going to have to make up some shock pivots for the top of this. Here. Hello, Matt.
Aw, Toe Daddy got stung on the chin by a red wasp. Better than stepping on it?
Is it?
I don't know.
I feel like getting stung on the chin's kind of one of the worst.
That's terrible.
So I'm just going to mock up these shocks into place until I make an actual spacer.
Dale is agreeing with me.
What?
About his wife puts it in eco mode, but he drives it in sport mode. Peter Ruiz says, I only drive my Mini Cooper in sport mode. Hey, those are fun.
I've always liked Mini
They're
Coopers.
fun. They're good cars. They're about that.
I was gonna say I don't know about that because there's a lot of stories about Mini Coopers being
slowed up, then his jaw started to lock.
Ooh.
Get you some Benadryl.
Benadryl and have yourself a nap, because that's gonna be your night.
Okay, the Mini Cooper made me drunk. Whatever, they're fun. Yeah. They look fun.
They've had their share of.
I also watched
transmission and supercharger issues. Okay.
What's a red wasp? I don't think Toad Daddy's from our part of the woods.
I thought they were all just red wasps, right? I guess there's yellow wasps too.
But I thought those are mud daubers.
Those are big. Ugh, those are like the great big.
If Josh had a spreadsheet on trannies, it would have the date on kits when Axial switched over to metal idler gears from plastic ones.
Did that in the red SCX3 Jeep, the CRC 2017. So it would have been 2017, and it was early in the year, or it might have been the end of 2016 even.
You need to know what those shocks are.
Traxxas Big Bore.
Matt had a Mini? Of course he did.
It was probably like a Clubman or something else.
That's so appropriate.
So appropriate for Matt to have a Mini.
It's so cute. He probably had a VW Beetle when they came out again, too.
You mean the new Beetle?
Yeah.
Oh, there's... That's rude. That's rude.
Do you know the part number on those axles or whatever shocks?
On the shocks? I can give them to you.
My mom and dad both have Mini Cooper. Mom has the Cooper S Turbo. Dad has the Cooper S Supercharged. The whine of that SC sounds amazing for how slow it's going. This is Dale. Have you tried Desert Lizard shocks?
Back in the day when they kind of first came out, not a fan.
Does anyone know which way the motor and axle capra has to turn, clock or counter?
Dang it. I don't remember that one.
Is that K&K hardware you're dropping?
No, it's just I get bulk hardware and use that. It's cheaper. And I go through a lot of it.
Did you see the 50th anniversary Lamborghini Countach?
I did. It's amazing. They did such a good job, like modernizing and bringing the Countach style back. I'm a huge... And there's a new Acura Integra coming, which looks great. Part number 2660.
I honestly thought that Acura was not a thing anymore.
What do you mean?
Remember we had this conversation?
2660.
Not too long ago. I was like, is Acura still around? And you're like, I don't think so. I think
honestly, I had no idea either.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We had that. Alex thought the new Countach was a
bit boring. Now, I will give you that the original Countach was outrageous. But I think that the new one, it looks... I mean, it's not exactly like invented or outrageous, but I think that it looks like a modernized version of the original.
Okay. We'll come back to everyone's questions, but I have to read this. Would you rather have to leave the country permanently or never be able to leave California again? I would leave the country permanently.
Yeah. I would leave the country permanently.
There's nothing that would keep me in California, never be able to leave California again. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
Do you have the 67mm spacers to go between the rails?
I've got the lay down front servo mount. The rear, I do not have that, and I'll build my own version.
Any good tips for the fill level on the Incision shocks?
About 6 to 8 millimeters below the top, enough so that you can close the cap with the shock compressed without any wanting to come out.
I hate to admit it, but my wife used to own a VW Beetle. I love driving that thing, but a big army guy driving it is funny. Our friend Paul has got a ton of old Beetles.
Old Beetles, though.
Right.
I don't think he ever owned a new Beetle.
Team Garage Hack RC Concepts. Where have they been?
I know, been a while.
Yeah. $25. Thank you. Just showed up. What are we building here?
What's going on? We've got a V3 chassis set up with the 2-low transmission. This is for my buddy Rob. He picked this all up from Gspeed a few weeks ago. So when they got their big batch of 2-lows, he picked up the chassis, the transmission, some hardcore links, some SCX3 Straight axles.
No, Mike, I would definitely come to Canada because, like, I like Canada.
Oh. Did you know that over 50?
Oh my God, this is amazing. This is the best comment of the night, officially. Can you, like, pin it? Hoping they bring back the big posters of the new Countach. Not sure my wife would let me put it up on the wall, though. I'm sorry, who didn't, you, my brother, who didn't have a Lamborghini on their background of their computer or a poster on their wall?
I had a poster on the wall. Yeah. I had 2 posters on the wall.
Yeah.
1, Lamborghini Countach. 2, F-117 Stealth Bomber. Those were, and then a third one later when I was a little bit older. That was 2 girls,
right,
with a like a garden hose wrapped around the 2 of them,
obviously,
and it was like spraying them both.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why my parents let me have that. I was way too young. Like I wasn't even in middle school yet.
They were just like, oh my God, thank God.
That was Jake. That was my brother. They were like. They're still not sure.
MTB River 177 gave us $10. Thank you for the tip. Enjoy some bubbly on me.
Thank you.
Team Garage gave us another $25. You guys are silly, but are you using the TGH speed wrench to build links? Hells
yes, yeah. I did. We used it to build all of them because it still comes out every time.
Everybody's like, yes. Yes.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No, I mean about
the posters.
The poster on my wall. Can't go over. Yeah. Everyone's like, I had that.
But who had the Stealth Bomber? Because,
Oh my God.
I feel like that Stealth Bomber was also a super popular one to have. Oh, wait, who's out?
Your mom told you that, didn't she?
I had the red Vectra W8, but you know what, John Thomas? I watched a Doug Yamuro video reviewing the Vectra again here recently. What a wild car that thing was.
Team Garage Hack says, Josh, we can tell you how silly we are.
You can.
Oh, Scott Oblander said, I'm so old I had the Farrah Fawcett red bikini poster on my wall. The 10. It was like
was that from 10, the red bikini?
Oh, Chris Pierce. Like calling you out.
What'd I do?
I used to have a wallpaper border around my room halfway up that had all the US jets of the 80s and 90s.
I'm in for that.
Yeah. Josh would have that if he had enough follow through to put up wallpaper.
Nicole always asked for wallpaper in the last house for something. Like you wanted some sort of specific wallpaper. You're like, I want to do wallpaper on that. I'm like, no.
Because that's fun.
No, it's wallpaper.
Why not put a chassis brace in between the rear top shock?
That's what I was just looking for.
Good call. Matt said foam interior included.
Listen, Matt, I'm way beyond that now. I vacuum form my own interiors.
My grandpa was on the YF-22 design team. I had a poster of it in the early 90s. I'm sure he knows what that. Oh, Bo Derek is 10. Thank you. Farrah Fawcett was before Bo Derek.
Yeah. No, I remember playing video games that had like the early version, like the concept version of the F-22. It's pretty awesome.
I agree with Josh. It's wallpaper. Good board, young lady. Of course Josh would want that. It's jets and an organized list of them. It's 22 young for kids.
Oh, maybe you wait a little bit.
I mean, are you having one? Then we won't say anything.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's not. You can absolutely raise them, but
Dale got to open a box last night, found all my posters and crap I had on my wall growing up. I had all of the like blacklight posters.
of course you did. You freaking high school stoner.
My mom, your mom is probably watching.
I think they know.
I mean, my dad had like what was Chuck Foose car that
Chip Foose
car that he put on foam board that he hung up in my room. I was like, okay. I'm probably not laying around looking at that with the black light on, but okay.
It was somehow moving while you were laying there, though, still?
Like, oh, look at that. You're so rude.
I don't think we're keeping any secrets from anybody here.
You're so rude. But yeah, no, I did. I like all the felted ones, you know? They were like, had felt on them. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what I'm just judging you silently.
Oh, from your high school warplane posters? Cool.
I don't know that I had them up when I was in high school. It was before that.
Guys, you want to come look at my posters?
In high school, I don't think I had any posters on the wall anymore. That was before that.
No, you definitely.
I did not have.
And you're like, hey guys, do you want to look at planes? I have a coffee table book for it too.
No. That was pre-teen time.
What does that mean?
Proline by the fire.
Oh. Littering and yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He totally did. So Parody with the post. Yeah, he totally did. It's like, hey girl. His brother was like, they're all like, can we talk to your brother now? Like, to your brother.
Do you want to know the actual thing I had in my room when I was in high school?
No.
I had my bed at like the highest setting, and I had a fluorescent light under it for like underglow. And I had Christmas lights around the top.
Cute.
White only though, like just
cute.
Pretty sure I had a dimmer switch wired in myself. I had a lot of fire hazards, I think. Seriously, I should have had a little bit more supervision.
Your dad's like the biggest fire hazard I've ever met. So like, was it a race car bed? Yes.
It was not. It was not. I had the most embarrassing story to tell it, but I will not.
Do it.
Not in front of you.
Please.
No.
Please.
Inappropriate.
I'm gonna blow up doll in the closet. Yes. When did you get into RC cars? Probably high school.
No. It was after high school. It was 2004.
Okay.
July of 2004 specifically. And I bought
college.
Oh, yes, college. What's wrong with that?
No.
All the cool college kids were doing it.
Uh-huh. Totally. Totally. I was still in high school. Well, I would have been in 2004.
You should have been in high school, but you stopped going, probably.
Refer back to the list.
It's in there. I could go look it back up.
Is that motor going to come in contact with the lower Lincolns? I betcha.
Could very well. We're going to find out. We can always do a spacer, too. And so,
you're right. Well, it's the same time you started the list.
The list includes it. Urgh. Yeah. Yeah, Rob, the motor's too long. How much would we have to space it? Probably can
I
fit.
wish you would check this shit before
This
you
isn't things
open
you
it.
just check. It's just not how it works.
Oh my god.
So
Does Josh have a list of all his lists?
that I have in memory.
No, you don't. There's no way you could.
All my lists?
Yeah. What bottle? What are people talking about a bottle?
My Corona bottle? What?
I don't know. They're like, oh, I thought that bottle was absolute.
It had to. They must have been talking about this. This,
Yeah, just put
this
another one in it.
empty bottle.
You mirror the trans? Don't you have a Holmes stubby laying around? What bottle are we talking about?
It's
No,
empty
I
one.
think something else.
It's empty.
Where the kitty? Oh, my water. No, it's water. Just straight, just water. Thank you. They were in here earlier.
They were in here earlier.
Oh, I was drinking it wrong. Do you need to know? Is that why you're doing that?
Yeah.
You weren't, but you're right. He totally remembers all his lists. That's why he can't remember to mow them on. Oh, it's not too long. Oh.
It's 7. Let's. One of the other skids from TGH has slots that allow the motor to be mounted away from that rear link rod end. I will investigate that. For now, I'm going to get some stuff kind of just bolted in for now. And we'll troubleshoot after that. It's just nice to have it all. If I have it in front of me, I can, I can knock all that stuff out later. But we'll get it figured out.
Sleeping in between the wall and the wheel.
He's so dramatic. Okay.
I really want to hear Josh's story. Nicole's not here to tell the story.
I should have. I'm pretty sure I've never told you that.
Team, garage, arts, hack, RC concept, $5. Space set trans up so the motor clears the rail.
That will do it. If so, I thought there was a spacer included.
Like, why don't you ever open this stuff up and do it?
Because that's not what other people would do. They would just get it and have to figure it out too.
What's your first? Oh God, no! I'm not asking.
What was my first what? I'm gonna throw these spacers on here. The slipper pads.
Why are you not opening a Holmes revolver right now?
Because this is not my truck. This is Rob's truck.
I don't have one to spare.
I do not have one currently to spare.
Did you see that McMaster car sells brass screws? TRX 4000 next upgrade.
The TRX 4000 next upgrade is going to happen soon. I'm trying to have it ready for next weekend. And I have the most ridiculous thing ever coming for it.
What?
I think
Either
I showed.
tell them or tell the story.
I think I'm not telling you the story.
Please. Let's whisper it in my ear.
No, it's.
Embarrassing.
I would tell them if you weren't here.
Oh. When is the next TRX 4000 video?
So it should be next week sometime.
When's the giveaway truck going to be finished?
Oh, the suits shipped that body today.
Oh,
yes. So the body is done and on its way to me. So it's done as soon as it gets here. I sent the return label with the body originally.
Bye, Nicole. We got to hear the story. Now you just have to tell it, babe.
Later.
To me?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, whew, that is embarrassing. Put the Toyan engine in it.
I need to. It still does not clear the pinch.
He's not afraid to disappoint me, I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
That's.
You get tired of people telling you how to build your truck? Honestly, people usually have good, like, either they're saying, like, what he's about to do, which is fine because he's not saying it, or, you're watching.
That's what live videos are for.
Yeah, it's good.
They're interactive.
Is it a band camp story? You probably went to band camp.
I did not go to band camp.
Could you build this, but better?
Let's see.
I mean, it's definitely about the girl in the underglow bedroom for sure. Like, for sure. It says it fits 12-inch and 12.3, so there has to be something that changes.
Yeah, I think it's just some rod end stuff.
0.3 grasshopper.
It's your 0.3 grasshopper. So yeah, that's what I was saying. That I think it's just some link. He might be.
What do you think about Outrunner motors?
They have their place. They're torquey. They don't have.
Like a float?
No. So it's like a different. It's just a different type of motor that you can put in a car. So it fits. It contacts the chassis a little bit, but not enough to make a difference. Everything. We're good to go.
Does this Gspeed chassis work with the low trans?
I believe it should. My bigger issue right now is I don't think that this transmission is going to line up properly with these axles.
Aren't the link bent ends supposed to go toward the skid?
No. The bend should be at the closest to the axle. So not the other way around. I've seen people do it the other way around, but that's not the right way. So
until he does it that way, and then it's like,
no, this is an old thing to do, and that's just not the way that it goes. So we'll look at that later.
We don't always say he's building it wrong. We just really like giving him shit when he screws up and make fun of him for taking a face shot of Shockwell.
Yeah. Happened. Howard and John were in the room.
Oh, I know. I've seen it and heard about it. I was actually there, but on a different floor of the house.
Right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and throw the side guards on.
At this point, a large portion of my day is just making fun of Josh, says Alex.
We do talk a lot. The mod chat is
yeah, because he was
happening.
like, "Oh, I need to." He was going to show me something or say something. I don't remember, but it was earlier today. But I can't find it. Was what he said. I'm like, oh my god. According to Brazen, they go toward the skid. Maybe Gspeed is different.
No, this is just an old method of high clearance links. I will call Brett out on that one. I think maybe he was misunderstood the question, but no, this is definitely the way that it goes.
My shirt? Somebody said, what's her shirt say? Like, I'm not the one reading the questions. It says Scale Crawler Fab Shop.
It's from Ben, one of our mods.
Yeah.
Scale Crawler Fab Shop.
Yeah, he sent me a fantastic shirt.
He sent us both them, but Nicole said I couldn't wear it because we couldn't be matchy.
Even though it does look like we're matching, but... Oh, hi. How are you?
What's up, buddy?
Love. What's up? Oh, X-Acto knife.
He's fine.
Yeah, Anybody know when the Gspeed V3 chassis is coming out? Back RC, I missed it. Doesn't flat rails kind of lead to clearance, binds, links, drive shaft, tires, etc. issues? Kind of curious, says George Watson.
It can, but the thing with flat rails is that you're usually, while they're just flat, you have to bend them around things yourself. You just kind of force the bends.
Josh, after you call out Brett, are you going to log that in your diary? On this day, I called out Brett. Mic drop.
If I put every one of those in there, it'd be a really long list.
Nobody.
Mark that down today. Calling out Brett. Brett, owner of Brazen Scale.
Ah.
He jumps in here.
Yeah.
He's around. What's up, Bubba?
Oh, hi.
Really?
What are you
No.
doing? What are you doing there? You think that that's fun? Force it. Thank
Hi.
you.
You helping? You interested?
Totally.
Can I help you?
This was 6 a.m. this morning.
It was not 6 a.m.
It was.
It wasn't. He was laying by me at that time. You think everything's earlier than it is. Like, it was so early. I'm like, my alarm went off at 7:05 and you were still sleeping.
He was screaming in my face way before that. Before my alarm went off at 6:55, he was screaming in my face all morning because he just wanted to be petted.
He's very needy.
He's just very sweet. Where's this list available for viewing?
It's a private list.
In that exclusive Facebook group, or can the rest of us mortals gain access?
It is a private list. There's things on there that are not public.
Oh my gosh.
Did you close everything? Oh no, it's just, you just hid it.
I didn't hit it.
Hid. Like you.
You didn't do it. He did it.
Okay.
When are you, Matt, going to get A-Main Brett on the show? He seems like he would be a good interview. I would love to see the Moose Jaw game show between you, Matt, and Brett.
I'll have to reach out to Brett. He's high energy and fun.
Oh.
What was that all
He was
about?
playing with the camera.
Yeah.
I love you. Where's your spring? Where's your spring? Oh, Alex says his cat's a 4 a.m. cat. We had one. Hexam was. But these guys wait until
Sookie sleeps in.
she just lays there and just watches.
She just gets annoyed by Chief. Just like, ugh, already.
So when are you gonna make a Gspeed for yourself, Josh? I don't think Josh needs to make shit for himself. Here, Rich Trujillo's here.
What's going on?
I talked about you last week about how my favorite part of Axial Fest was when you showed me the picture of your daughter in the rhino, because I thought that was awesome.
It was the only time anybody didn't talk about RC cars.
Yeah, I was so excited, and I'm like, you're so busy. And you took a second.
You show Nicole any picture of an animal though.
But like, and his daughter, like, how freaking cool is that? Freaking
I asked
Sue, like, that's amazing.
I asked Rich one question today. He couldn't help me.
Say what now?
I needed some information from Rich today. He couldn't help me. It wasn't working on a Friday. I don't know what that was all about.
I mean, good for him.
It's a work day. Go back to work.
Did the neighbors leave? Is all I want to know. Yes, he's getting big. RC four-wheel drive crew cab pick Toyota versus the Element crew cab truck. Which is better?
Where was
Right
it?
there.
Four-wheel drive crew cab pickup versus the Element crew cab pickup. I'm trying to The Sendero? I mean, as far as performance goes, the Element. I don't even know exactly which one you're comparing between exactly, but no matter what, if you're talking about performance, it's the Element.
Any particular reason for that motor choice?
The Fusion is just handy because it's all in one. Rob drove my 1.9 Wraith, which has a Fusion, and he really liked how it drove. And he likes the Axe anyway. So he is a very slow, like meticulous type driver. And these have nice, kind of slow, smooth stuff. So he just likes it. So that's why we went with that.
She got a grant to work with Indian rhinos at the Denver Zoo. So she'll be close to your. No, that is not his other daughter. I'm thinking of somebody else whose daughter is moving to Colorado, who works with Tony.
Who works with Tony? Gene?
Gene's daughter's moving to Colorado.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh. I didn't know that.
And he said they have 2 more weeks until they move out. Hi, Pumpkin. Work for chumps. I retire on the 22nd November, but who's counting? I think my dad had literally
He had over a year countdown.
Countdown on his phone.
For over a year.
Yeah.
I remember because he was just like 385 days. Like, what's up, Jimmy?
If anybody,
385 days is what's up.
if anybody has ever seen the old man videos on TikTok, or old Southern dad on TikTok, basically my father. James Knight is here.
What's up, James?
Can you run the Traxxas big bore shocks with no mods done to them?
You could. You might have to worry about spring clearance a little bit more because the regular stock springs are a little bit large. The mini T springs are just smaller, and you can find lighter rates. So with these light trucks, they work better. But beyond that, you can. So there we go. So we got to find a rear brake. Not find, but I'll probably just make one. I'll come up and 3D print something.
Jeff Judd said, yo, yo, yo. I'm retiring, but I'm only 43. All right.
Military?
Yeah. Bye, Rich. He was in Canadian military. Remember you said he couldn't have a military discount? Oh, hey, sorry I'm late. Can you start over and catch me up, including Nicole's insults and jabs? None of those.
That's been most of it.
AR-60 on a V3. What do you think? Just low rangers.
Probably would work fine. So this is gonna use a cliffhanger body. So I'm just gonna trim that out.
Ooh.
What?
He sent that to you to touch?
Oh, it'll go to Moose Jaw. I'm not gonna paint it.
Right. I wouldn't even cut it. What links are you using?
Hardcore RC. Basically, this, like I was saying, this build is for somebody else, Rob, and he basically talked to Gabe, and Gabe said, use this, and this. So
Who's Gabe?
the owner of this chassis company.
What chassis company is it?
Gspeed.
Oh, that's a company.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was just a name of it.
Nope.
Okay.
The name is just V3. Very creative.
Just fast, if you have a bearing kit for Associated L4 and need the fastest bearing. Yes, I'm sure they do. If not, you can email Eddie and he will put it up on the website for you. Do you think the 19 Wraith will get a refresh soon?
No. I think that it is what it is, and then it'll be done.
Why is my 1080 HWESC rapid blinking a red light when all my settings are neutral?
It sounds like it doesn't have connection to your radio. So
turn it off and turn it back on.
You can check the response speed of your radio. You can check the bind to the receiver.
What if you just turn it off and turn it back on?
Sometimes that works, but
it always works.
It's a good suggestion,
right?
At the very least.
Slow in it?
That's just always what I tell you.
Put a dust if you must. Thank you for everyone hit the like button. He says he has steering.
Okay, so your receiver's working. I don't know what type of radio it is, but you might want to check like analog versus digital response rates. Sometimes the ESCs can be tricky with that. Or actually, what you should do first is calibrate the neutral position. That's probably the first thing you need to do. So figure out the process for that and calibrate your neutral setting.
What are good rod ends for the SCX10 raw builder's kit?
If you're trying to use stock links, you kind of need to use axial rod ends. But if you go to like stainless, like an Incision kit, then you can use the Vanquish ones or Traxxas ones or more standardized versions. But for stock links, you kind of got to use axial rod ends because they're kind of built to that length.
Isn't the 1.9 Wraith kind of a new refresh on the 2.2 Wraith?
Yes, that's kind of true. But I think that platform will basically die with it.
Alex said, has Nicole done tech support before? Totally. Has Vanquish ever made a 27/8 overdrive for the AR-44?
No, only underdrive, 33/8. Underdrive is better.
Sorry about that. The long wheelbase TF2 versus the Element Night truck. Any advice on the 6 scale Chevy truck build? Great show. Thank you, Chris.
I see what you're talking about. I mean, I don't think that changes any of my answers. I think performance-wise, the Element will still be better, even though it's IFS. I would have a hard time with neither of those are the style of truck that I would normally drive. Is the biggest thing. So like,
oh, but you're gonna talk shit on them?
No, I'm just saying like that's not
until you drive them.
I've owned the RC 4-wheel drive, and I've owned all of the components that make the Element.
Body mounts for that body?
I'll come up with my own and 3D print and CNC mill or some combination of such.
Do you think Axel
make something cool for Rob?
Another deadbolt?
Man, it's a great question because I think they should. The deadbolt was so great. It was cheap and it was just a straightforward platform. But the SCX3 is so complicated that I just don't know if like that whole deadbolt style, it's just like, I really feel like they should, to have that sport kit style to compete against, but I don't know that they will.
Hey Josh, now that you're doing an SCX24 build off, when is VP making a micro curry? Do y'all have kids? No.
Well, we do. They are locked in the other room. No, we do not.
We have cats.
Yeah.
I hope the 10.3 gets a deadbolt version or at least something to fit its place in the market. Just fur babies. Yep. I mean, I have one. From Saudi Arabia. Hello. Which love you inspired me to build my new LCG car? Heart. Go, man. Thank you.
Thanks for checking in. Saudi Arabia. Pretty cool.
They need an SCX3 with a 3-gear trans and a deadbolt body. I'd be all over that.
Something like that. I totally agree.
Bring back the original SCX10 chassis. If Rich is still here, don't kill the 10.2. Need a simple model out there. Can't wait. V3 ordered today. 3-gear trans and AR60s. How did that cat go? I'm nervous about this.
So how quiet it's been?
Yeah.
He's on top of the kitchen cabinet somehow.
Suki was up there the other day. I looked up and she was up there and she is the most obedient cat ever. She cannot handle you telling her no. And so I was like, oh, Suki! And she fucking ran all the way across and jumped on the cat tree. They have the best kind of babies, cats. So many cats.
So many cats.
Is the 10.3 transmission any good? Why do people not use them in aftermarket chassis?
It's a very complicated transmission. The chassis the motor is super high, way up high. And to try and mount it in an aftermarket chassis, it's got mounting points all over the place. It's just too complicated. And if it was more beneficial to use it, it probably would make into aftermarket, but it's just not that great, unfortunately. In comparison, it's super hard to beat the 3-gear transmission that Axial used to make. So, you know, I would say that's why, really. Okay, so we could cut out that interior buck I made. Is this my last one, or is this the one from before that?
This was on top of the 3D printer.
Oh, this is the old one. Yes, that one. So, for those that haven't seen, I got a vacuum forming machine to take up a little bit more room in the garage since I had an empty area.
Square foot.
Yeah. So I designed and then 3D printed this, which is a buck for vacuum forming. And then it goes in the vacuum forming machine. You put the plastic in it, it raises up, the heater's above it, and then you just slam it down and then the vacuum hits it and it goes, and it makes vacuum form stuff. This was the original interior design that I had, but it was a little too short. So I adjusted it and made a longer one, which is this one. So this is the one that I need to trim.
Tyler Robinson needs one of those badly.
So this doesn't obviously have seats or anything, but to be like Sorca legal, you have to have a multi-piece design. So I did this to give you a base. So then I would make like a Lexan molded seat that would go on these two, and then like a Lexan molded rear seat. So you get 4 seat Sorca points. What?
There you are.
And then dashboard and all that kind of stuff. So
Josh, thanks. My wife is about to hate you again tomorrow.
looking for a vacuum forming machine?
The shop address, she can send all of her complaints. How much is that vacuum? You got it, right? Or did you just go to lunch with them and then you bought it?
Yeah. It's about $1,300.
But I thought you got it.
Yeah.
You traded some axles for it?
Traded some axles.
Josh.
Oh, of course. So yeah, it's about $1,300 for the machine.
Oh, that's totally worth it for all
If
the
you were
interiors that you do.
If you were gonna do production,
If you were gonna do, are you gonna do production?
I did not pay for it. You are correct.
So you're a sponsor. Okay.
I agreed to help them write a manual and do a how-to video, not for my channel. So, in trade for that, I got a machine. If you wanted to add a fancy machine to your shop, or you were going to try and make product with it, then it would be worth it.
Oh, really? Dash and floor are separate parts, right, Josh?
The dash would just be a separate cap or a little piece, so that you don't need much, just to make Sorca rules happy. Super easy to get around.
Hello from Guam. Hello.
Hello.
What do you think of the SSD Trail King?
I think it's basically an SCX10 too. I think I would still just go SCX10 too. I don't really care for the transmission as much in that one. And the options for SCX10 2s are so wild that I would rather go that route, but it's not other than that, it's not a bad deal. Especially if you can get them for like the new lower price. The original price was a little high for that car.
Wrapped Graphics give us $20. Thank you. And hope it will get you a step closer to the 50K giveaway.
Hey, everything is good. We're going to be here soon.
About what? Yeah, it was just been waiting on a painted body.
And it shipped today.
So we're getting there.
Did I show you the photos?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're good and good to go finally.
I mean,
actually, I just wanted to.
Okay. Do the Proline Predator tires suck in super hot weather, or they just suck on my truck?
I mean, I've pretty much heard that unanimously.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it says, 50 on the side there.
Yeah, and then 60.
But then 60 on the other.
Worth the wait, y'all. Josh, the vertical spacing of the holes in the shock loops line up perfectly with axle shock posts, so you can mount the posts with nothing but 2 screws each. Works perfect with cliffhanger.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I might do something a little fancy, just for the sake of.
We love our Rob. Rob gets the fancy stuff, right?
Well, I do it because it's fun, but yeah.
You're so annoying.
So anyway, the interior will sit in about like that. See how it just fits right in there?
Does a sheet of Lexium with a dispenser count as an interior? How do you gain the amount of steering that the SSD Trail King has, but on the SCX10
SCX10 you can get wild steering. It's, it just depends on how you have your, what knuckles or what any of that, but you can get wild steering in the SCX10 That's why people use them for comp trucks so much.
Are you making Alex something called a ducktail?
He wants a ducktail. Of course, he gave me photos that were insufficient.
I'm thinking you probably owe Alex. He's our OG mod. Like, you owe him.
I asked him for photos even, and he got some photos, but of course not in a way that I could.
What kind of ducktail? What does that mean?
A spoiler on the back of a Miata.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Exactly, right?
You did a great job with the interior, Josh. Oh, that was nice. He's Canadian, that's why.
He's Canadian, that's why. Thanks.
Now I want duck butts on all my trucks.
Duck butts?
Yeah. We used to do the stacked bob, that I always had. Like the very stacked, like very sharp.
Oh, a haircut. I was like,
and
what the hell is a
cut? And we called it, a duck butt haircut.
Okay. That's like the Karen.
It is now. It wasn't back in the day. We called it the hair school haircut. It's the hardest haircut to do.
So this interior will not work. I designed this interior specifically for my brazen scale to use this with the VFD. But so that does not work with this Tulo. So I'll have to design a new interior for Rob. And then vacuum form it. Granted, Rob probably doesn't care about an interior. Rob's not a big interior guy.
Oh, that's why you're such good friends.
So this is still my interior.
What works better for steering in an axle Scorpion?
Oh man, that's original Scorpion. You've got some hurdles to overcome there. You can't steering on that has just never been that good.
3D printing is never coming back on Sundays because we need a day to ourselves. Would there be any reason to install anti-rock sway bars on an SCX3? If so, would Vanquish ones for the Yeti work? New to the hobby, thank you.
The SCX3 is probably not a vehicle that I would install those sway bars onto. And then if you were going to, you possibly could make them work with some fiddling and some working about, but I think that I don't think that it's necessary, and I don't think that they're probably the ones you would need to buy. So I think you should just run that SCX3 without sway bars for now.
There you go. Do you think J Concepts will do a Fiero body?
Oh man, well,
awesome.
Except it would be a J Concepts Fiero. So
poor man's Corvette. Hey Josh, after shimming my F9 Curry front axle on my SCX10 I'm still getting gear skip on the drag brake. All Vanquish internals. Any advice?
Something up with something. I've never, those gears like AR44 gears are so tight that it's really hard to get any skipping. So there's something up. There's a bad bearing, or there's a missing bearing, or something. If you absolutely can't figure it out, especially with all Vanquish stuff, you can send it to us and we will figure something. We will figure it out because something's up.
Window tint paint gets rid of the need for an interior.
And that's another thing that I don't have to do.
I did like DuckTales cartoon.
That's what we always do.
Vanquish Stage 1 kit works on my Scorpion.
Yeah, the Stage 1 kit does work. It's just you can't get as much steering as some of the newer newer
Wait,
access
you have a
system.
bomber interior laying around that fits up nice in that body.
Probably.
What's the transmission? What's the go-to transmission for the V3?
I mean, a lot of people use this TGH 2 low. That's kind of like the gold standard in this truck. That kind of combo you see a lot of. So I would say that it's TGH 2 low.
Hello from Malaysia.
Hello.
Mike J, go try.
Let's see. So Rob did not send me wheels.
Reef sway bar works on the 10.3 EXO cage. Did it to his, I believe. Says Chips, how well does the Vanquish underdrive work in the AR44s before I install?
Works well. It's pretty much made for it. It's the exact same thing. So
Do you need to check your inventory out?
I forgot that I had split inventory for box 3 and 5.
Did you put that in the app?
I did. Everything's been updated. So, let's see. Do we have any?
Those are pretty. They're like plum.
Those were a prototype set.
I like that. But like,
They were supposed to be this color.
no.
That's better.
Yeah, I like those though.
Yeah. So, let's see. Just trying to see if I have any like placeholder already assembled wheels.
Five plums. Swoop says I would buy plum rims. Oh shit, Josh, what's the name of that app again? I asked you a couple weeks ago that when I was drunk, I can't remember.
I collect.
That's not mine.
Yes, I collect is the name of it.
Found the one bare spot in this entire room on the floor.
Don't. What do you mean?
Tyler Robinson says, do you ever get mad at Josh for spending with the RCs? Honestly, like, as a joke, like, to be funny sometimes, but no.
Like YouTube obviously produces some income. So I don't have to but I don't have to spend a lot of additional money. Like whatever I do, it's like an investment.
Okay, well that pisses me off because obviously it's not an investment.
Right. But so like I don't have to as much product as I use. You know, I work with a lot of companies. And
when you guys donate, which is fantastic, and we appreciate that, and money from his YouTube just stays in YouTube, and that's RC stuff.
It's in a separate account, so it's all
So I don't see it. If I saw it,
yeah.
Then yes, I would be pissed. But I don't see it, so
If you would have seen what I spent on a battery.
yeah, he's YouTube rich. Like we talk about being hood rich, like which a lot of people don't know what that is. Like don't realize I've said that before, and people are like, what? I'm like, when you have a really nice car outside of a really shitty house. Like instead of being hood rich, we're YouTube rich. Like
yeah, like I got some real nice RC cars in my 1,000 square foot rental house.
Right. Like we can't afford to buy a house, but we've got RC cars, so we're good.
Let me tell you how this works out. Yeah.
Yeah, he could write some of it off if you.
Oh, I do, because otherwise I have to pay taxes on anything that I do make. So
okay,
I have to
therapy.
I have to keep track of it, and so that I don't end up having to pay taxes on the money and all that.
Nicole eats ramen, but his RC account is stacked. That's basically it.
Like,
what was that card you had that measured the screws?
Oh, that's a thread gate. Let me grab it.
Tyler Robinson, not in California. Back home, maybe.
It's Bolt Depot. I've got to block your face so it doesn't.
Oh, happily.
Bolt Depot, and it's got all the different metric and standard sizes.
Knitting card like that.
Really?
Yeah, that you can stick through and see what size.
Can you find what size screw this is?
No, but you can find what. No, there's too many. You can find what size knitting needle that you like if they're not marked correctly.
Yeah.
You know how many times I have.
It's like a puzzle.
No. So Josh needs to make a YouTube channel about replacing tires on a car. Exactly. Yep. Same, Jess. Thank you. Same with crochet hooks. Yep. And it has a ruler on it, so I can see how far up I've gotten. Josh, you had fully assembled wheels and tires of the swap meet. Perfect placeholders.
Yeah, but those are
Unibody wheeler. I need to know what your first name is, so I can call you by your first name. Bet that gets you slightly more than that dumb circle maker thing. Hoodrich got that above ground pool 6 months a year. Casey. I will remember that. Unibody wheeler's first name is Casey.
There you go.
He probably knew that already. I just didn't.
Oh, no. Everybody is screen names to me. Like, I know him in person. I know who he is. I know what he looks like, but he's Unibody Wheeler to me. Just how it is. Like, when Ben told me Phoenix's name was also Ben, I was like, nah.
It's not. His name is not Ben. Phoenix's name is not Ben. It's Jason.
I know. Yes, I know.
Yes, we buy a lot of yarn.
I was saying, I didn't remember his name. Like, immediately, it's like, nope. His name is still Phoenix to me. I refuse.
But.
He's fine.
He's eating something. John, we do. It's like, I don't know. Knitters, it's like you go in and you're like, oh my God, this yarn is on sale. Now, Josh, that's a damn list you should make. People's names. Thank you.
No.
Specs on those tires. Hold on, Ken.
These are a set of tires Rob gave me that he had with him. They're just KM3s. Or sorry, flat irons. Flat iron XLs. Forgot. I don't think that these are the tires that are going on this, but they're the tires that are going on it for now, because that's what Ben. Jason.
Call me Lar.
Oh. This is what Rob sent over initially, but then has since changed his mind. I'm using the wrong driver. That is why. What did Phoenix say about me calling the wrong name?
He didn't. He's not watching.
He is. I just saw his name go up.
Other people talking about him. I've known guys on Pirate 4x4 for 20 years. They still call me Macchia.
People
Call me
that are
Nighthawk.
call me, you're gonna call me Dragon though.
Our cat wheel is always out.
Oh God, it's used 20 times, 50 times a day.
Yeah. And but I have to stand there while she uses it.
Oh yeah, she wants to make sure that you know that she's using it.
Yeah, I have to actually like stand in front of it.
I think she only does it for attention.
It's too much. I still call a guy Rock Ape from the forum days. You can call me Carlos, says Jeff Judd.
I mean, people that I work with every day still like have me in their phone as Harley.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
I might have to take him home with me. Ron Starner, $5. Thank you. I forget my name.
My last name is so hard to say that sometimes I'm just like, yeah, Harley's good. Yeah. Go with that. Like,
I was thinking today, if we had a girl kid that would name it Evie Theedy.
You're terrible.
Evie Theedy. How many unopened RC parts do you feel like you have a stash of?
A lot. Too many.
Call me Mr. Bombastic.
Like, what about Mr. Dabalina? Mr. Bob Dabalina?
Who post Instagram gym pics, mostly posing, never working out.
I don't know why I get that song stuck in my head all the time.
Mr. Bombastic.
No, Mr. Dabalina.
What's that?
Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Dabalina,
I
Mr.
don't know
Bob.
that song.
You don't?
No.
Oh my god. Everybody knows Mr. Dabalina.
T-Shack's here. Dang, it's hot and smoky outside my window. Aww. Spirit Garage RC says, just wanted to say earlier this week I was involved in a head-on collision and that you and Matt's videos have gotten me through this rough time. Can't wait to get back to my bench. Well, shit, we hope you get back to your bench too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mr. Bob, somebody agreed with you.
Happy, safe and fast recovery.
Yeah. My nickname growing up was Jughead. I mean, my dad's a union millwright, so the names that I heard coming home, like that they legit call people.
Oh yeah, like my dad. I remember.
Like I thought that one of the guys' names was Pumpkinhead, Buckethead, Buckethead, and Pumpkinhead. Like I literally thought that was their names for like 20 years.
My dad owned a manufacturing facility, and so some of the nicknames of guys there was like I remember growing up. I was like, oh, that's Lumpy, that's Stretch, and that's God. There was. I mean, there was just. The Big Dog. I grew up with Big Dog. He was just like, he was a close family. And still to this day, they're like, yeah, Dad's fishing with Big Dog.
Until they're like, who do we need to invite to our wedding? Like, who is that?
Yeah, I'm like, who is this person?
Yeah,
they're like that's Big Dog. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Randy? Like.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, like, I remember Lumpy. I mean, Lumpy was, you can imagine. Like, he had lumps.
Yeah,
just like,
for sure.
I remember Lumpy had he had a wife that was slightly abusive, I think.
To him?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Stretch went to go pick him up one day for work. And he went in, and Stretch was like 6'12".
Obviously.
And he went in there and she was like beating him. And he's like said something about it. And she threw Stretch through a shower door.
Okay.
Stretch drove a car that had 3 donuts on it. And he had like 70,000 miles on him, he said.
He what? Wait.
He had 3 donuts. Like donut wheels, spare wheel. He's like, I got like 50,000 miles on those. And I remember even as a child, I knew that was incorrect.
That dumb guy said they just call me El Chapo, which is funny because that's actually what I call Chief. That's his nickname, which means shorty in Spanish, El Chapo.
I call him El Jefe.
But I call him Chapo because he's super short, but he's still 11 pounds at 7 months old. My cat's name is Barf. Yeah, we could, yeah. Hey, you know about Vanquish stuff. Do the Incision spur gears have the dual pattern of holes like the 3-gear slipper eliminator has? I think they are like 22 millimeter and like 23 millimeter diameter.
That is exactly correct. Yes, they do. 22 and 23 millimeter is correct. 11 and 11.5 millimeter radius, respectively.
Somebody said something. Oh, I can't imagine having cats and my wife trying to crochet. No, it's not actually fun. It's not fun.
Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Pop Dabalina.
If you post some ski videos, you'd probably double your subs. That was actually Chief, but yeah, same diff.
You know how many times both of us are like, which cat is that? Like, which one are you? Because it's hard to tell.
I had a black medium-haired cat named Bitch. Yeah.
Remember growing up, one of our horses' name was Hooker? I never thought that was weird.
No. Shorty's actually my nickname in the sawmill. My dad's is Mickey. My cousin did not know that my grandfather's name was actually Robert, because his nickname was Mickey, because
he was Irish?
He was a Mick, yeah. And so... Greetings, Mom and Dad. How late am I? Hi from England. Hello. Look at this. Look at when you put that there, it does Great Britain, U.S.
Aha.
That's weird. Just got in from the dirt oval racing, had a blast. That's awesome. Vanquish Slipper Eliminator is the best thing that could have been invented.
You're welcome.
Did you invent it?
I mean, I didn't invent it. It existed, but it's like that was the product that I wanted.
Was that a bag of hubs?
Yes. That was a bag of hubs. They're technically blems, so they're not sellable hubs. So I have
Lucifer as Jesse's cat.
So I have a bag of them.
Have you?
It's getting low. This used to be full.
No one wants to see how
full my bag is.
How blessed you are.
They're bad hubs.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag. You don't even know what a hashtag is.
I know. My cat growing up was Catfish. My dad had a wolf hybrid named Kitty. That's what. Yes. How do you spell the sound a cat makes when depositing a fur ball?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus, I wish I had all the shitty Vanquish products.
Well, it was either I take them home or I throw them away.
Holy hubs. So I bought hubs. Yeah, you have 2 bags of them. Nicole, punch Josh for me.
Okay.
So JB Weld Steel doesn't qualify as a slipper eliminator. Not a hashtag, it's an octothorpe. I call it a pound sign. Like when I see it, I still want to say pound.
Pound.
Just like on Ren and Stimpy. There you go.
Does anybody else learn?
Fucking furball cat toy at the RC store?
Oh, Moose Jaw sent me a video. Oh yeah, Moose Jaw was one of his posts. Anybody else learn a lot of new, like, what types of, like, like the word you would call like a hacking a fur ball or whatever, like what it's actually called by using the captions on like on TV or.
Oh, I can't say that I've ever watched that on TV.
No, just like when someone, I see it all the time, like when someone goes or something like that, and they say like
PFFFT.
No, it'll say like blowing a raspberry. I'm like, oh, that's what that's called.
Okay. Oh, Jeremiah Story just said, yeah, all the seasoned people call it a pound sign.
Seasoned. He's calling you old.
I know.
like a good Lowry's. Bill Harper's.
Who knows what Loman is?
Yeah, Loman duck. Yeah, Loman duck calls.
Duck calls. That's an old one. That is my family. What's your thoughts on the old Kyosho Nitro Thrasher? Thanks.
Oh, I don't have hardly any vintage RC knowledge. Like I was not into RC when I was young, so anything after about 2000 or pre 2004 or 5, I really have no idea on. And Nitro, I have even less of an idea on.
I know, pre-ordering the new Axteel early for tomorrow. Gotta love tax-free weekend.
Oh.
No. That's why Vanquish products are so pricey, to pay for all the products that Josh takes home. What hex drivers do you use?
They're Vanquish hex drivers.
Josh, I'm putting an RC 4-wheel drive 4-runner body on my SCX3 What trans should I use?
On your SCX3 let's see. That's a difficult one because of the height of the spur gear.
Oh, what was that? Why did that come up?
Oh, that's like a new Windows update thing.
AFC West preview. Can anyone beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs? Like.
Let me see how there you go.
No, they cannot. Coming for you, fucking 49ers, assholes. Would you run a rear riser rear link on this build? Why?
I mean, I don't know yet. It depends on center of gravity and everything. The only reason to run a riser rear link is if you need to run a higher anti-squat number. So depending on how the rear end acts when you start driving, it's all depending on your center of gravity. So your anti-squat's all determined by the center of gravity of the vehicle.
You're done.
Yes.
Stabby, Josh gave us $5. Thank you.
What's up?
Josh, can you check and see if the Rift interior will fit in the cliffhanger?
Yes.
They're playing the 49ers tomorrow. Not Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Northern RC once finally said, finally I made it to an actual live stream and not only watching the stream after it was over. Hello from Norway.
Hey.
Brett. This year's Super Bowl predictions, Mahomes all the way. Our favorite is Norway. It was fun because my sister-in-law is from Norway. So when I was watching the Olympics, because I don't have shit else to do, I watched, it was like having two countries to root for, which was fun. She ran track for the country of Norway. She didn't end up going to the Olympics. She could have. She decided to live her life instead, because it's a lot of work. And I was super excited. It was awesome. Like when that one guy won.
That one guy that won, yeah.
The men's track guy who won, the Norway guy who beat the world record.
I do not recall.
Ah, Sea Fart Fire Truck is here. Your name came up the other day.
Yeah. What did it come up about?
Something about names. We're talking about names. And
Yeah.
you were like,
you were talking about like the best name for something or something. And I was just like, Sea Fart Fire Truck?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, well, yeah, it's definitely all good. But like, it was dumb.
No, Stabby Josh, it doesn't. There's too much.
Yeah, not if you want.
It doesn't fit. That's a no.
Give them $5. We'll get up and open all the bags. Yeah. I like it. Yes.
Wait, you want me to open more stuff?
Yeah.
Ooh, this one already has a hub on it. Lucky me.
Casey, our unibody wheeler, said that you have already made friggin'
Wheels and tires?
Yeah. So why are you using these?
Well, those are not in here right now.
Oh, they're in the back of the truck.
I did not leave that stuff in the back of the truck.
Oh, he lives in the most northern part of the country.
Oh, up where that's like they pay people to
Yeah, they pay people to live up there. But they get to see the northern lights all the time. So, or sack the Ripper when we need them. Would you rather live in Oslo or live where you get to see the northern lights all the time? We just ran in here. Chibi.
Chibi.
What are you doing? Hi, Pumpkin.
What's up, Bubba?
Yeah. All day. That's all I get is.
He is a yeller.
Seen the northern lights a lot when I was stationed a lot. That's amazing. I just want to see the northern lights. I laid outside for an hour the other day to try and see the friggin' Perseid. Some people say Perseid meteor shower at midnight. And I didn't see shit because we're too close to the friggin' city, which sucks.
Other than like being able to go to the grocery store easily.
I mean, I have my groceries delivered. I don't go to the grocery store.
That you wouldn't be able to do that.
I mean,
then
if I didn't live as close to the city, I would go to the grocery store. I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for all the questions. Have you used any of the Boom Racing Pro build speed locks?
Nope. I'm not a big Boom Racing fan myself.
Because you've never used them.
I've used them. You actually have used them.
I doubt that very seriously.
You have. It was when you remember the Not My Hands video?
Oh god. But we also have 6 months of night and 3 months of daylight. Yeah. Yeah. No RC questions. That's what.
It's fine.
This chair needs WD-40 so bad.
So does this one. Oh. Right.
Hey guys, Hardcore RC here. At the time of your order, we did not have links for an AR-45 straight axle kit, but now we do, and we would like to send you the proper set.
Ah.
Lance said.
Thank you, Lance.
Oh yeah, you guys were smoky up there. But Perry G got to see it. I didn't see anything. Alaska here.
Alaska.
In California, please send less smoke to Reno, please. Hey, that shit's burning on your side of the state too. GB.
Are you playing musical chairs? No, I'm just standing up as that's fine. One more wheel to go.
Any updates on the Fxx Drift Car?
It's up on the shelf, done. The only thing I would like to put different wheels on it because they're red on an orange car now. Other than that, it's done.
Where?
Moose Jaw painted it right there. Oh, behind you. The orange one.
Oh god, there's so many fucking cars in here. It's disgusting. Jay Burris gave us $5. Thank you. Did you see that the Axial Bronco interior you have to buy separately? It's $30 and the body is $70. No molded parts come with it.
I didn't see that. I thought that was a one-piece body.
Apparently not.
That's interesting. It's spendy. I don't remember how much the Jeep body was. I know it wasn't cheap either, but that's definitely expensive. Evidently, there was an email today that I'm trying to get a hold of that went out to some Canadian shops about some models that are not going to be available to Canadian retailers anymore. So if any of you guys are Canadian hobby shops and got that email, I'd love to see it for the Scale News. So if anybody has it and they could send it to me, you can email me on my website or on social media or any way that's convenient to you, other than my personal Facebook because I don't check that one.
Are the fires getting any better where you guys are?
The ones that were closest to us
are
made it out.
that we were worried about. That one's getting better. I think they pretty much have that.
They got it whooped, I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. BT gave us $50. Thank you for next week's build.
Thank you very much.
Thank
BT.
you.
You're
Alex, that's what our air is every day. Nicole, rub your eyes really hard in the dark. Hey, it's the Northern Lights.
She's a pretty cheap date, but not that cheap.
Have you... It depends on the night. Have you ever done a stream of the whole RC room? I'd love to see the floor. No, you wouldn't.
Nope. I showed the mods at one night after the stream on
I did that.
Instagram like group chat.
I did that.
Yeah.
I was like, look, and then I took them in the garage and showed them all of that crap too.
Trying to blow my secrets.
Tiny Namastatic said, some people hit me up on RC Crawler after last time we were talking about the forums. Or send it to my email. Yeah, you'll definitely get a response. No. Hey Josh, busy rebuilding MG's 200's old tough truck Bronco.
What?
With an axial 2-speed transmission, TRX 4 axles. What KV motor would you recommend for pure 4-cell mayhem?
2700 kV. Shoot me some photos of that on like Instagram in my messages, or tag me on one of your posts or something like that. I'd love to see it. MG200 stuff. That's a name that I haven't heard in a while.
Jimmy King gave us $5. Thank you. To the top. Team driver punch Josh. Bye, Perry G. Sorry, I have to ask about the hair. What about the hair?
Your hair?
I don't know. I mean, I don't wear it back very often. I always have blonde in it. I don't know.
Out of all those screws I grabbed, I was one short. It's pretty good. Shit, dropped it. Too short.
Too freaking hot in the hobby room. I need AC. Night, guys. I see Nicole's glass was refilled. I got up and refilled it. He said he will do.
MG200. Man, that's a... What was his name? Trenton? Trent or Trenton?
BT says, what about that? I need to know.
What?
I don't know.
Did he have some other...
I know this is always what it looks like. I've never noticed blonde. Yeah. Oh, God. I've been thinking about getting rid of it because I've had it for so long. And I asked Josh what he thought.
What did I say?
You never have an opinion.
Yeah. I notice when you change your hair.
I haven't changed my hair since we've been together.
Every time, though.
I've literally had the same hair. Usually I have really short hair, but I haven't been home for so long that I haven't had a cut. And so...
Sweet. So,
Aardvark spleen. Well, that's...
did Seafart Fire Truck change his name?
I mean, he gave us $5 and said, Josh, tell us last time you sharted.
What? I think Nicole was out of town.
Better have been. You finished doing your own laundry.
I just threw away the evidence.
Never throw away your boxers, but good try. I throw them away because I'm like, this holes in them and not where they're supposed to. Let's get new ones. Christ.
Some of them have even got like transparent hairs. Like, man, I think I've had these for like 10 years.
No, longer than that. Like the most threadbare shit. I'm like, I need to write Hanes and tell them that they did a good job because this has been 10 plus years that you've had these. And the holes are for cooling. No, they put holes in the front, not in the back.
Nobody uses those holes.
I know. I've never seen anyone pee out there.
What? How many times are you watching people?
I mean, I don't know, but like on TV and stuff, like you would think you would see that.
I don't think that that's a detail they show on TV.
Somebody said long hair is better. Is Neil here? God.
Hairband, old hairbanders.
Yeah, he was like, I like your long hair. I'm like, well, it's going away as soon as I go home. So just so you know. Ain't no money for boxers with RCs, that's for sure.
My shoes are just like...
Oh my God.
I'm such a useless actual human.
Yeah,
like
if it's not in here, it doesn't count. It's not.
I'm like, my shoes I should replace like 6 months before I normally do. And oh my God.
PT give us $10. Thank you. That skid mark has to be worth $10. Seafart Fire Truck has to swear that's not me. Four-wheel steer, yes or no?
I will absolutely be building a four-wheel steer specific vehicle here in the near future because they're so much fun and so cool in their own ways. So, yes.
Mike Potson will be pretty either way. Thank you. If it's transparent, it won't be a mark. You're right. Do you ever tear tires while crawling? I do, and I'm constantly finding cuts and tears.
So you'll get like little tiny holes on the firewalls a lot of times, especially firewalls, sidewalls. The only time I've ever like torn is if it's like wrapped up and caught a knuckle. The best thing I can tell you is like too soft a foam is a lot of times the reason for that. So if you run a little bit like a 2-stage foam, like a crawler innovation, then you don't necessarily run into that as often. As far as tearing, little micro holes happens just all the time.
Let's not talk about how often you change a blade in the hobby blade.
Is that a second hobby? Where'd that come from?
I was looking for that.
Oh, you hit. That was my normal one. Okay. So I didn't think I had 2 in here.
I was looking for that the other day.
My hobby knife?
or a knife, and then I had to wait for you to get home to break down boxes. So apparently, our box guy got
promoted. I got a new one.
Oh.
His name's Joey.
Ah.
He is the new box bitch.
Hmm.
So. And he's doing a good job.
Good at breaking down boxes?
He does a little everything.
Right.
Lasering, inventory.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic, because I hate when I have to go laser. Is this a class 2 build?
Yes. Not any like being used to specific rules or trying to achieve as many points as possible. But just kind of in that general vein. This is for a friend of mine, Rob. I mean, he really likes performance. So we're building him a super, LCG style. And that is this.
Class 2-ish.
Exactly. Rob actually really likes the Canyon tires. So he'll probably run those at one point on other wheels. I just mounted up these tires that he gave to a set of wheels I had here just so that I could make it sit on its own because that's more appealing to see.
Have you driven the squatted F450 yet?
No.
Is that really an F450?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I honestly have no intentions of driving that car.
Get rid of it.
At some point.
Who the fuck is gonna buy that? Unsquat it.
Unsquat it. I think that it has served its purpose. I mean, I should probably drive it at least once. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. Should just send it back to CEN.
Do your wife a favor and clear out that room and put a treadmill in it.
That one really stuck with you, huh?
I did. That's why I don't get That's why I don't get on social media.
That's why you don't read comments.
Yeah, because I was like, this motherfucker's calling me fat. wants us to have a treadmill.
So
the RC garage says I'll buy it.
See, somebody would buy it.
That CN deserves some tannerite and a 400-yard shot.
Oh, that would be fun.
No. You don't get to do that.
No, I know. I'm not a big destroy for no purpose guy.
Right.
Like, while I'm not gonna say I don't sometimes enjoy seeing the videos. I'm just not a big destroy for no purpose guy in general. I've done it before. I'm not gonna lie. I put a knockoff car in a 100-ton press at Laser Nut once, which was fun. But still.
Can you explain why it's important to run the chassis low and the trade-off with breakover angles to James? Come on, James.
James is very skilled. Generally, running the chassis low, keep the center of gravity low, so that way you have really good side hill performance. And just in general, the car is more planted at more times. And then you can drive with a little bit of momentum to overcome the lack of breakover angle. Because these cars, when they are lower and more planted, you can drive with momentum with more confidence, knowing that they're going to continue forward in the way that you expect them to. So that's the keep it low mentality. Now, this
called you a snowflake.
This V3 has see that skid plate is not flat to the ground. I know it's hard to tell there, but you can probably see that. And I say flat to the ground, I mean parallel to the ground. So see that skid plate has a slight amount of upward angle towards the rear. Slanted skid plate.
You said thank you already. Okay, I'm done.
Slanted skid plate, so you get a little bit more breakover just by trying to get everything tilted up out of the way.
I like how it's James doesn't have your number.
We're in different time zones.
Let an exo burn.
That was not on purpose.
Casey, it's our Unibot. Yeah. Let is not a thing. It didn't actually let it. You can't put what. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. You okay? You need some water? Oh, you're so dramatic.
No, beer went up my.
I know. Here you go. You can't put water on a lipo fire. You have to measure it.
Or use a specific type of fire extinguisher.
Or use a specific, which obviously we didn't have.
True.
Yeah.
That was uncomfortable.
Aw. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Our local guys gave us $10. Cannot wait for Moose Jaw to paint my cliffhanger body for Crawl for the Cure. It's going to be good.
Awesome. Moose Jaw's got a lot of bodies all of a sudden. The other day, he didn't have so many bodies. He was like, I'm almost all caught up. And I was like, here you go.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there's...
What flat rail chassis would you suggest to build?
I mean, my flat rail build that's on the ground down there is a brazen scale. I enjoyed that. I put the VFD transmission in that. I thought that was a lot of fun. I use these same SCX3 straight axles. The one thing that I will say about the brazen scale and then this Gspeed is that both of them have parts to go with them to support like completing the truck. A lot of flat rails, it's just like they give you 2 rails and they're like, figure it out, stupid. And that's difficult. Gspeed does have, you know, these servo mounts and some side plates, and then there's like you can get some rear sections to have like a power wagon-ish bed, or there's specific hard body mounts that you can buy for the sides. Like picking one that has the ability to help you complete it easily, if you don't have the ability to design and fabricate or things like that yourself, is really nice. So the brazen scale, Brett sent me his and sent me like this servo mount, and like the setup that he had worked well, and I liked that. This Gspeed also has some supporting parts that made it fairly easy to make a shopping list for Rob for when he bought this. So beyond that, I haven't built a lot of the other flat rail options right now, so I can't say a lot about them, but look for the other parts that they have besides just chassis rails.
Okay. BT, send Josh a message. Grave Matter Fab gave us $5. Thank you. What tires are on this rig?
Those are flat iron XLs, which I've never driven. 1.9 flat iron XLs.
Oh, you just have them here?
Rob sent these.
Oh, I thought you opened those.
I did. He sent them new.
Oh.
Like I said, I've never used them. So
Robbie Chapman's dropping mine off at RC Country to him tomorrow. Going to buy a BS410 while I'm there.
Hey.
David Castillo.
Hey.
Goodness. I was so upset you guys weren't at Axial Fest. I miss little David, my freaking buddy.
He's not little anymore.
I know, but
he's over 6 foot tall.
No. He's the sweetest kid ever. Like, I adore him.
Put your butt away.
I mean, Ben's stepsons, Henry and Miles, they're amazing as well. Moose Jaw's Cam is amazing. They're all amazing. But, you know, little David, I love him.
He's got seniority.
Just because I met him and he's
That's
just
what seniority
the
means.
sweetest kid. Like, any young kid who can like talk to you in your face and like look at you and ask you questions back, like at that age.
He could look down at you now.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Aardvark Spleen gave us $5. Crocs are the ideal sharding footwear. You just hose it out of the orange one.
Nicole was wearing the Crocs this morning.
I wear the Crocs all the time. We like fight for them. Robbie just needs someone to build it for him. With smiley faces. Yes, he is such a sweet baby. He really is. We had somebody on here who is on the wait list for
Probably has it by now.
Oh, but I don't know. She had a lot of people on her wait list.
Yeah, it was a 6 or 8 month, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So.
Our Cheetos, our sweet baby Cheetos.
What's up, buddy?
Why most comp truck builds run plastic axles rather than metal?
I mean, I think most builds in general still run plastic axles, but you will see some both ways. But it's either to keep the total weight low or to try and find the benefit of plastic sliding over rocks. you know, things like that. So that's generally, you're somewhere in that range. You'll find some that'll go that way just for the durability benefit. Can't win if you don't finish, you know.
Plastic axle side over rocks easier. Oh, Mike's girlfriend is a physiotherapist and said she cringes when he has them on.
Real? Oh, because they're like bad for you?
Probably. Most likely. What about our flat shoes? Can you ask her about our flat ultras?
Our ultras
that we're obsessed with. Even though we shouldn't be obsessed with them anymore, but
oh, they're still great shoes.
I can't not wear flat shoes, like no drop shoes. We haven't seen Rourke Ponce in a while.
Yeah.
He was the one who sent us the Crocs and got us all into this. But we like fight over them, like if we both have to go outside to do something.
If it's after I get home and I have to go outside, Crocs are on.
Yeah, they're always on.
Depends if I have to leave the house. That's different.
Oh, you've left the house.
I have left, but not often.
But you've announced it every time.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm leaving with Crocs. I'm like, we're at that point now. Motherfuck. Would you consider doing a Bruiser or Mountaineer Friday build, says BT?
Man, wouldn't I like a
Segan wants to send you one, probably.
I can't even. That seems like those would be such long builds. I've never built one. I mean, I'd consider it. Man, that seems like
oh my gosh.
Pretty interesting.
Billy Ray, you're funny. I just finished my Vaxial, the Vanquish Shaxi with AR-44s. Thanks for the autograph when I ordered the upper link in Panhard. You did not. Do you always? Does Dan run over to you and be like...
Every once in a while, like if something pops up, then he'll bring it over. Or if I was filling orders that day, like when we were running minimum...
Yeah, during COVID, but...
When we were running minimum staff. But otherwise, if somebody asks and Dan sees the note... I signed a hat the other day. One of these.
Like on the inside where no one could see it?
Under the bill.
Jesus Christ.
So...
Phoenix says, hit that like button, folks. It's not that hard. Thank you. A Bruiser would be rad. Robbie Chapman gave us $10. Maybe a dumb open-ended question, but which would you recommend, the VS410 Ultra or Pro? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I prefer my Pro. That's my go-to. I just like the straight axles better. It's got a little bit more steering. It's got some upgrades in it. And I like the little bit more suspension travel. But if you just really like portals, then you get the Ultra. That's the two big thing. You really like portals, get the Ultra.
Geo said get both.
Geo.
No, he doesn't. I get a random cardboard guy's autograph. Oh, and no Canadian discount either. The number went down when I hit the like button.
Well, overall, this thing's sitting...
He said I would be willing to go half on a... I think he's already done that.
On what?
Bruiser, Mountaineer, Bruiser. Oh, Chiefy. Okay, well, if you have any serious YouTube questions, you better get it now, because he's not building. I'm the guy that told you to reverse mount the wheels on YouTube before watching the video.
Oh.
What?
Every once in a while, like there'll be a comment, and it was like, in the video that I do the thing. Like, and I can tell, like, someone was just, like, commenting before they were finished watching the video.
I love it.
And I was just like, did you finish watching the video yet? And he responded, just did.
You know what?
It happens all the time.
Yeah, if you can admit to it and come on here, you're amazing.
Oh, he even did in his... Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that, baby. RC News update. Josh Beef Tooth is accepting pre-orders for the brisket deodorant.
I saw that.
How much is a Bruiser running now? $600?
Oh, they're more than that. They're like $900 to $1,000.
Alaska Crawling Adventures. My friend said he loves your blue Ford.
Yes.
Oh,
so many purrs.
Oh, the baby. Any servo recommendations for Elements Enduro HD?
I mean, it's kind of just one of those, as much as you...
Uh-oh.
Click up there.
Where?
Up on that top OBS.
Just click. I did.
Oh, it didn't work. Okay, let me see.
No chat for me.
It's right there.
Rob, man, critical hit. Thank you, Rob.
I am. You can keep reading, of course.
Well done. I know he's just out of frame, but he's being so cute and purring so loud.
Whoops.
Oh, what'd you do?
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. People are like, oh, that's probably not right. I know. Oh, well.
Does it
Probably.
work?
Well, it normally
You
does.
spent all this time on this.
It does, but I usually set it up beforehand.
He's so cute.
He is being pretty. Oh, I can just do that one. Let's see. Where's it at?
Lens cap.
No. Oh, that's because it's that one. I got it. I see what I'm screwing up.
What would I need to do to use curry axles on my TF2?
I've seen Matt do that before. I don't honestly know. I would have to ask Matt on that because that's just not something I've ever done.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time for that. But that's been. But yeah, JEC makes mounts. I think he makes mounts for doing leaf springs specifically. But if you want to run links, you don't have to. I don't know what you would have to do. Like I said, Matt's done that. I just have never really.
JC makes mounts for curries.
Right.
Oh, that baby. You're so cute and sweet. I love you. 930 on A main.
What's that? $930 on A main for the Bruiser. Ooh. I knew that they were up there. So.
Oh, this baby. Literally no one has RC questions for you.
It's just.
It's worth it for, yeah. Do you think the Night Runner took some of the wind out of the Axial Bronco release?
I don't think so.
Call it when you asked me when you were like, what's the like? And I was like, it's a Jeep.
What?
When they were like, what is the Axial release gonna be?
Yes, you did, but I knew at the time, so I was just like, I mean, the new thing announced always has some draw to be like the thing that's being talked about. But I don't think that the Axial Bronco and the Night Runner are in any sort of like the same category. Like 3.8 inch tall tire on an IFS versus 475 tire on a solid axle. I just don't think is.
Aardvark Swing gave us $5. Thank you. I love you guys, and I hate anyone who doesn't. Thanks for taking the time to make all this content. Thank you. Does your wife do your eyebrows? Honestly, I don't. I'm
obsessed with my own eyebrows.
He's a psycho. Like, if he told me that if he's ever in a coma, that I have to trim his eyebrows.
But it's not because like I'm like shaping. It's that they grow at such a ridiculous pace that I'm afraid that if I don't cut them
you're a crazy
bi-weekly,
okay,
that they would start touching the bill of my hat.
Well, you have to spoil your cat or else they will eat you. That's true. Will Vanquish ever make an IFS kit? I
mean, ever? Who knows? But right?
Yeah.
Not a plan. Right.
Eric, yeah. What should I bring to Proline by the Fire? It's my first event. Just want to be prepared.
Oh, cool. Bring like simple things like don't forget a chair and a cooler with drinks and some food. That's always handy so you don't have to leave during the day. You don't like if you came with nothing but a truck and one battery in the truck, you would be fine because if you broke anything, people will help you. Like We are helpful people at the events. So if you needed anything, you would be fine. But if you bring your own tools, great. If you bring your own battery charger, even better. But again,
Light windbreaker. Yeah, moose jaw, yeah.
if you need something at an event, you're going to find it. Like we're not going to let you just like ruin your day because something happened. So
right.
That's just
David says #frobrows.
Oh, like that's Nicole got me these little scissors that have like a little comb on them, so I can go up and then just cut the long ones. And that's what makes me so aware of the speed at which they grow.
When he's that's his tick though, is
he
pulls out his eyebrows when he's stressed, and I'm always like, what is going on at work? Can we talk about it?
Yeah, I do I'll do that, and I was like, pull an eyebrow.
It's weird.
There's a name for it. Something weird.
Trichotillomania.
Yes, that sounds right.
Love you guys. No, it is not time for another Luigi mustache. We just
talked about it today.
No.
Talked about it today.
No,
I talked about it today at work.
Oh, we talked about it last week. I mean, go for it. If you want to look like a fucking pedophile. Traffic question. What's your thoughts on 2-lane roundabouts? They're putting in a bunch in Bend, Oregon.
2-lane roundabouts can work great. And as long as they're designed well, 2-lane roundabouts are absolutely fine.
Are you a fan of the rear trailing arms on a night runner?
They're so short that I don't know that it really matters.
I want to go to Proline by the Fire to hang out. Yeah, do it. That's what I do.
You could come to Proline by the Fire without a truck and have fun.
I mean, like I've said this a million times. No one wants to hear it anymore, but like, I don't. I've never touched one of these, and I go to all the events. So ask Ben. Well, I mean, if you're Ben and you keep buying me drinks at the bar, I'm going to stay all day. Are you shitting me?
There's not many events with a bar, though.
I know. That was amazing. That was everything.
Yeah, that was your favorite event.
That was my favorite event. I mean, it was amazing. Just like get out, get to hang out and like bullshit with people.
Yeah, you could order food and beer, and they had ice cream, and it was just.
I know.
It was all the things.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you be like, "Let's go," not once.
Yeah. No, I was good. It was fine. You read.
Let's see. Josh, you're getting a diverging diamond. Or we're getting a diverging diamond. Thoughts?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Diverging diamonds can be awesome. I designed 3 of them. And they were a lot of fun.
But you think you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
You don't even notice. Most drivers,
I do.
You hardly notice. It just happens, and you just go, and it can feel pretty normal. Just feels like you're coming up to a normal cross intersection.
Casey, yes, he did the scale later.
What's that? I did the scale? Did you ever have a bruiser based, or were you more into comp at first? I never did own a bruiser chassis, mainly when I first got into it. The bruiser stuff was really expensive to get. So, I couldn't afford that stuff. And then, later on, the scale chassis just became more available, like the SCX3 and I just kind of went that route. So I never did own one of those.
Aww.
What?
Nostalgia.
Right? Let's see. That cat's going to be famous one day. Yeah, but it's going to be for something messed up, I'm sure of it.
No, he's a perfect sweet angel baby.
Shot of tequila, Moscow Mule, food. Yes, Moose Jaw's order was pretty on top of it. Ben, that was a great time. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I never went up to that bar or restaurant once the year before. And then we're just like, we're just going.
The bartender's names by the time we were done.
Hey, nope.
What's he eating?
A screw. I'm gonna poop
Take
that
him
out.
after Sookie.
No more of that. Oh. I jumped to the bottom. AMX is a great car. Someone is starting late, but We fully agree. Any rock crawler meets in SoCal that you guys can recommend? There is, I mean, Proline by the Fire is happening in SoCal. That's the big one. They're going to be an awesome event. Look that up for sure.
Which one?
Proline by the Fire.
Oh, Proline, yeah, for sure.
But there's also good groups down in SoCal. You can check them out, find them on Facebook. Like San Diego has a big crawling group. And there's just a bunch in the area.
Yeah, there's a lot.
2-lane roundabouts, dotted line from the inside lane to the outside where another lane is injected. I've seen like 40 times where someone merging in thinks they're being cut off. Just, did you do a video on how you seal your bench? I did not. I used a Bona water-based
Did you
hardwood.
seal this?
Yeah.
After we fucked it up that one day?
No, before. That's why there's nothing there from that.
Oh, I'm shocked. We did some work on this thing.
Yeah, no, it's still good. So, but yeah, I used a Bona water-based hardwood floor matte covering, or matte or satinish.
You can still see some mark.
Well, yeah, there's gonna be some. Like I have chemicals and on this all the time. So, yeah.
Screw liquor and screw eater. Yeah.
Right. Leave Brittany alone. Oh, Moose Jaws. Moose Jaw's gonna do a. Oh my! I was like, "Where's that flash of light?" But it's my.
Why do you have that on?
I must have hit it with my something in my crotch region. So, if the cat starts to lick its ass on camera.
Just got done building OG axle SCX10 that I got used and was stuffed in water, and there is not one part I did not touch. By the way, it's all stock.
Ooh, that's a lot of effort on a stock one.
Yeah. What 4-channel Futaba TX do you use? I forget which version you recommend.
R2106GF. Oh, here's one. It looks like this.
Don't just block me, block him.
It doesn't focus on cats' faces.
Bullshit.
So that one. It's actually a 6-channel receiver, but it works great. Oh, transmitter, he says. I use the 4PM. So the 4P, it's the replacement for the 4PV. What are you doing, you little crazy cat?
TX, not RX.
Yeah.
Oh, what a sweet baby. Thank you, Rob, for making this so short.
So, yes, that 2 full months of rebuild. Oh, my. What?
I have a 7P XR coming. I'm kind of intimidated.
It's a lot of radio. I use the 4-channel ones just because they're a little bit less expensive and they do what I need mainly for these type of rigs. And if I fall and break it, it's not as bad as breaking a 7P. And so
I found an OG AX10 kit at a flea market yesterday, $50, and a Capra kit for $75. Guy knew what he had, just wanted to leave. Nice.
that's hard to beat. And so
Pumpkin, I love you.
there you go.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see. I use the 3PV. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those are just solid radio. They'll do most of what you need. So
Thank BT for that. I gotta go get something for
what's
Travis.
that? BT $20 bruiser build. Oh, BT. I'm gonna have to look at that. It's an interest. I just have to look at how much. I feel like it could be like one of the. I feel like it could be like that semi truck, but worse. I wonder.
Travis, you have got to get this.
What are you talking about pill poppers
Dr. Hansen's Bullseye Pill Gun. That's the only way you can get pills into cats. You
for? We've had to do it a lot.
lot. And then you... Oops.
It does work very well. Even I can do it. And if I can do it, That's saying something. Like Nicole goes out of town, I've got to get, like when our old cat.
I had multiple pills every day.
Every day.
And so this is what you need, Travis, because he said Kitty has thyroid issues.
Yep. It is a lifesaver.
What's a bruiser?
Just an old school Tamiya. It was like the original scale truck.
I wasn't asking. I was asking for a friend. No, you insert that from the front. Grab their scruff and...
That's...
But our cats figure out if you give them with food, they'll just eat the food around it.
Yeah, they're not,
So
they
you
won't do it.
You need a pill popper. It's the best thing ever. He said, yeah.
Man, that's saying a lot because Josh can't do much. When it comes to real life stuff, that is true.
Exactly.
Oh man, to me a CR01 build and modify 4-night Friday builds. Man, CR01 that came out 2008 or 9. Let's see.
Oh.
Let me go to that.
Oh my God, you are the
2000. Let's see. Here's 8 DX Shade, MSD, Low C MRC, Kyosho Rock Force.
I love you.
Where do I not have it? Oh my God, I don't. What? Oh, I really don't have the release of that.
Wow.
Huh.
What?
Wow. I'm legitimately AX10.
Oh my God, you're such a psycho.
Wow. Okay. No, I failed myself. So, yeah, there you go. I did own one though. It was very, very odd.
What?
Cantilevered shocks and all that. To me, a CR01. Yeah, exactly.
Is that a Def Leppard?
He has all his legs and arms. Def Leppard drummer. One-arm drummer.
Oh. That's talent.
It is.
Yeah.
And I don't even know anything about music and I knew that. There was...
Oh!
In the...
Karen Kelly had it.
23rd of April, 2008. I knew it was in there from the Tamiya site. I should add that to my list.
42308. Look at all these. Add it to your sheet. Asshole.
I better...
Stop. Oh my God. What if they're lying?
They're not. I can tell.
I don't know. Swift's kind of a shithead.
Why, was he talking crap on your Chiefs or something?
He had two arms till he flipped his Corvette.
I did not know that.
I'm talking Randy Travis.
What does Randy Travis have to do with anything?
He was like, got out of his Corvette naked and got arrested in Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
The guy knows how to party.
I resemble that remark.
There we go. It came out 2 days before the Duratrex Cliff Climber.
I'm gonna punch you straight in your junk.
Very not a well received MOA crawler. Twin 380. Yeah.
I can't with you sometimes.
Hey, there you go.
What if they're lying? They are not, I can tell. Exactly. This is why we talk about who has the street smarts in this family.
The fact that they cited their sources with that kind of confidence,
Did not cite shit.
He did. It said from the Tamiya website.
Somebody else said that.
With the same information before Swoop.
Okay.
See? Multiple sources.
Complete RC nerdgasm. BT saw them in concert 3 years ago with Journey. That'd be fun.
Don't stop.
Believe it. Hold on to that feeling.
All right, 9 o'clock.
Fucking done.
Done.
Are we gonna Instagram our mods?
Show them all of the useless things again.
Oh my God.
I know.
I just built a pearl white and pink JK for my wife, complete with flowers, as she requested. Now set on the shelf, never. Yeah, duh.
Exactly. They make the initial request like,
Yeah, joke's on you, asshole.
not you specifically, but in general, like,
No, on him.
no. Now he's got a second truck. All he has to do is put a different body on it.
Yeah, but,
what now? You're eating floor pills?
It's a mint. I just want to hear the story on Wednesday. Thank you. I want to hear it too. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. He's going to tell me.
Nope.
Yeah, you are.
Nope.
Travis says it's not quite Saturday here. It can't be done.
What servo doesn't need a BEC? Direct power servos. Those are, I mean, because otherwise it just depends on the internal BEC of your ESC.
BT says if you're serious about the bruiser build, just message me on Insta and we'll go halves. You're killing me, brother.
I'm going to consider that.
He's an assistant on Instagram.
We'll see.
Anyway, you had a question.
Yeah.
I built my wife a pink CJ and she runs it all the time.
See, I know a handful like that. I know Rob built his wife like a Jeep and she drove a little bit and now he just has a Jeep.
The fuck would you want one of these for?
Because then you could go hiking with it.
Myself.
I know. You just go this way.
Yeah, I don't want to be around you guys. No, I don't want to hear that shit. I go climb on rocks and look at lizards and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to hear this shit. You can ask James James Knight, his brother. No, his son. Well, yeah, no, I adore his brother is my BFF. But no, his son was like 11 or 12 at the time, and I was like, come look at this lizard I found. He was like, you're a fucking weirdo. I'm like, this whole time. We're cool. We're besties. I just don't want to play with your stupid shit. Jeremiah gave us $5. Thank you. Yes. Actually, I did pull out the popcorn maker. We tried it. It was fabulous.
Oh, yeah. I had some of it, too.
Thank you so much.
It was actually very good.
My mom saw the bag in the background because I was eating them the other night, the Dots pretzels, and she was like, what do you got a bag of Dots pretzels for? She's like, you can for me? Yeah, you can.
God.
Yeah.
I made it in here finally. Woo. Oh, G. Smith. Unfortunately, you have about 4 minutes of live time before.
I always enjoy the replays, never seem to make it live. Well, welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for joining.
But yes, Jeremiah, thank you very much.
They were good.
See? Loves and lizards. Kid was my favorite.
Yeah.
Besides Little David, Henry Miles, like.
Yeah, you do seem to be it.
The kids love me because I'm like, let's go play.
You want to play? You want to go ride bikes?
I mean, pretty much. But he also had, before masks were a thing, he had that mask that like lit up.
Oh, that's right.
That was sweet. And he taught me how to play Mario Kart.
I was on something else, right? Because you knew how to play Mario Kart. But it was on like a Switch or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was showing him pictures of a lizard. And Tony actually found the lizard with me. Remember? We were fucking with it.
Yeah, when we were.
It was huge.
That was a large lizard.
Things like that. But I don't want to play with one of these.
You just want to go climb rocks and look at lizards.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's all I want. I want James' brother to come hang out with me more because he's awesome. He's like my favorite person.
It was like we had the discussion about neither of us ever seen Star Wars before. And he was like, I'd love to do an experiment.
Yeah, like have you guys watch it as adults and see what you in the late 2000s and see what you think of it. Yes. Yes, exactly. Because I'm not one of the people at the RC event. It's us talking about RC. I just want to hear about everyone else's life. Yeah. I do. James, you need to tell your brother to go to Facebook so we can talk. Sorry.
Yes.
Not
all right.
Facebook, but can we be done?
We are done. We are done. Thanks everybody for joining. We got a good start on a truck.
Travis said, we're talking about lizards in the woods, not on lots.
Lot lizards.
Stream is at least getting more PG. Well, it's late and no kids are awake.
Appreciate it, everybody, for joining. It was awesome. Good night. We had a lot of stuff done. We'll see you guys. I will see you next Friday. Nicole will be elsewhere.
And I'll be in Salt Lake on Thursday night, and then Casper, Wyoming. We don't think we have any Wyoming people.
So no, I don't think so.
Not that.
Have a good weekend, everybody. We will see you later. Bye.